Yeah, it is the first qualifier of the 𝗂𝗲𝗃𝗃 Islami Bank National Cricket League T20 powered by Walton in association with Lily Ace Properties and Oryx as the table toppers of the NCL take on each other. Dhaka Metro, men in black against the men in green, the north of Bangladesh, Rangpur. It's 𝗫𝗫𝐶𝗿𝗄𝗃 Dhaka Metro taking on 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃's Rangpur. Unbeaten so far at Dhaka Metro. Rangpur come into this match having lost the past two, but this is going to be a promising encounter, a thrilling encounter nonetheless. This is what it looks like. Qualifier 1 live from the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. It's been a spectacular tournament. Quite the build-up to the Bangladesh Premier League coming up ahead. The match prior to this, Khulna won it by 7 runs against Chattogram, and the winner of this match will go to the final. The loser will take on Khulna. Dhaka Metro taking on Rangpur is up next. The serene city of Sylhet. Yeah, just confirming what I just said. Khulna winning the eliminator, and the loser of qualifier 1 will get another opportunity as they've made it to the top 2 of the table, but the winner of the qualifier will cement their place in the final of the 𝗂𝗲𝗃𝗃 Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton. Without further ado, let's go to Mazharuddin Omi for the toss.
It's toss time of this all-important qualifier 1 of this 𝗂𝗲𝗃 Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton. I've got the two captains, 𝗫𝗫𝐶𝗿 of Dhaka Metro, 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 of Rangpur, alongside the match referee Niamur Rashid Rahul, who's got the coin. 𝗫𝗫𝐶𝗿, if you please flip the coin.
Tail.
Tail is called. Tail is the call.
And it's head.
It's a head. নাইম টসে জিতেছেন, কি ডিসাইড করলেন?
আমরা ব্যাটিং করব।
কোনো স্পেসিফিক রিজন উইকেটের নেচার দেখে?
আগের ম্যাচের ব্যাটিং দেখে যতটুকু মনে হলো যে আগে ব্যাটিং করলে ভালো একটা টোটাল দিতে পারলে ওদের জন্য প্রেশার হবে, তো চেষ্টা থাকবে ভালো টোটাল দেওয়ার জন্য।
ভালো টোটালটা কি হতে পারে? আমরা প্রথম ম্যাচ দেখেছি 146 অলমোস্ট ডিফেন্ড করে ফেলেছিল।
160 170 গুড স্কোর।
থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ। এনি চেঞ্জেস ইন দ্য প্লেইং ইলেভেন?
হ্যাঁ, আমাদের দুইটা চেঞ্জ আছে, সাদমান ভাই অ্যান্ড শহীদুল ভাই ইন, সানি ভাই আলামিন ভাই খেলতেছেন।
থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ অ্যান্ড অল দ্য বেস্ট।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Good luck.
Akbar, you would have bowled first?
Yeah, I would have bowled first.
Obviously, looking at the surface, you want to use the most out of it?
Yeah, I think as we saw in the first game, wicket looks a bit tricky, but since the morning the sun is playing hide and seek, so we just hope that if any time sun comes out, the wicket gonna get better, inshallah.
Any changes in the playing 11?
Same team from last 11.
Thank you very much and all the best.
Thank you.
Right, so the news from the center is that Dhaka Metro have won the toss and they have decided to bat first.
Yeah, this is what the surface looks like. It is pitch number 3. It had one match here already, but it's still overcast conditions. And I'm joined by Sameet Qasim. Sameet, what does the deck look like to you?
Well, it looks like a pitch that definitely has something in it for the bowlers and the batsmen. However, it's more of the overcast conditions that really put into the batsmen in a frame of mind that this is going to be difficult to bat on. Actually, the ball does come onto the bat fairly well if you've managed to play yourself in. And for the bowling side, it's a matter of bowling intelligently, varying your line, varying your length, and most importantly, varying your pace on this wicket.
Yeah, that will come in handy. Yeah, 𝗫𝗫𝐶𝗿 mentioned that they do have a couple of changes. Shahidul coming back in, Rakibul still there, Abu Haider Ron, Yamil Islam Biprab, Ali Sal Islam has been good for them. Shadman comes in, along with Marshall Ayub and Shamsur Rahman Shubho. Both got half centuries in the previous match. Dhaka Metro retaining their 100% record so far in this 𝗂𝗲𝗃𝗃 Islami Bank National Cricket League T20 powered by Walton. This is what the Rangpur division side looks like. I think they're going in with the same 11. Yes, they are. Tanbir Haider, Mohammad Rizwan, Anamul Haq, Mukhidul Islam Mugdho, Arif Ahmed, the spinner, Naim Islam, the veteran, and Ariful Haq, along with Alauddin Babu. He's having a great tournament, is Alauddin Babu, led by 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, the wicketkeeper batter, who's also in good touch. Yeah, they lost their previous encounter. In fact, the first loss they came across was against this opposition, Dhaka Metro. But they'll be looking to change the trend as far as the tournament is concerned.
As we saw earlier in the eliminator match today, it came down to one excellent innings by the Khulna captain Nurul Hassan Chauhan setting the target, and the chase led primarily by the opposition captain, Yasir Ali Chaudhry. We have a case of two more captains in outstanding form for this match today. Akbar Ali has 201 runs in this tournament so far at an average of 50 and a strike rate of 158, whereas Naeem is scored 248 runs at an average of 35 and a strike rate of 149. Two men in exceptional form will be looking to lead from the front as Dhaka take on Rangpur in this all-important match. A place in the final at stake for one side and a place in the second qualifier tomorrow against Khulna at stake for the other side. And one thing is for sure, both teams will want to avoid having to play an extra match, so they come into the final on the back of a two-day rest. That is what is at stake for the team that wins today. Dhaka will be batting first as their openers make their way out to the middle. We have Naeem Sheikh and Imran-uz-Zaman will be opening the innings for Dhaka, and the umpires for
Not now. Just throw in all the stats. Wait for the umpires to come in. Pretty chilled looking Rangpur side. Smiles exchanged as Akbar Ali is warming up. The few catches. The glass is on as the sun is peeking through the clouds here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. You threw some stats out there. Sameed, another one is the Dhaka Metro. Of the 7 matches they featured in this NCL T20, of course they've won all of them, but they've batted first in 6 of them. So they like to bat first. They like to get a kickstart right at the top. And these are the umpires officiating on field. Tanveer Ahmed along with Morshid Ali Khan, experienced umpires, be on duty on the field.
as the fielding side Rangpur make their way out also. There you can see the captain, Akbar Ali. Much will rest on his shoulders today. He's led this side fantastically from the front, has Akbar Ali. Rangpur, not the most experienced side in terms of international campaigners in this tournament. Some of the other teams have maybe some bigger stars, but they've been led and marshaled expertly by their captain, and they've played as a team, as a unit, and that's been very productive for them. The leading wicket taker in the tournament up until today, Alauddin Babu, also a member of this Rangpur side, 14 wickets so far in this tournament. He was just overtaken in the last match by Ahmed Sharif of Chattogram, but he won't be adding to his tally anymore, and Alauddin Babu has a chance to overtake him today.
Yeah, surely Alauddin Babu does have that opportunity, and the luxury the top two sides of the table get is that even if you lose this first qualifier, you get another shot to be in the final in qualifier 2, which will be coming up tomorrow. Imran-uz-Zaman, look at that strike rate, 166, hefty strike rate. Yes, he hasn't scored big, but he's given them the tempo, given company to Naeem Sheikh. Strike rate 145, best of 69, 250 plus runs for him in this edition of the Al Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20, powered by Walton. Is in the top 3 of the run getters. So we wait for Tanveer Ahmed, Al Arafa Islamic Bank end. Muqidul Islam Mugdho with the slip in place. Straight away a good shape. Back of a length he starts with.
Rising delivery from Muqidul Islam Mugdho there to start things off. Imran Zaman thought he picked up the length, but not quite. It was well over where he thought it was. 9 wickets in 7 matches for Mugdho so far. A best of 3 for 17.
In 9th in the top 10 bowlers list is Mugdho. You're right on the money.
Naeem mentioned, the captain of Dhaka, Naeem mentioned before during the toss that he'd look to set a target of around 160 odd today.
Shaping away and put away by Imran Zaman. A bit of width offered and his eyes lit up. Nice little cut for 4 of the mark in style.
You mentioned he's this guy who likes to give you the tempo to start things off, and he's doing just that today. Already at a strike rate of over 100 now, as he cuts that away over backward point for 4 runs.
Deep square leg, deep third in position. Good comeback. Good comeback from Muqidul.
Very nice delivery there, just shaping away from the batsman. Not close enough to play a cut shot like he did off the previous delivery.
And that is why they persisted with the slip. But he passed that with the outside edge. Bit fortunate the batter, not so much the bowler. 4 runs.
Again, staying in that channel outside of off stump, but this time, well, let's give the batsman a little bit of benefit of the doubt there and say he guided that past the slip fielder for 4 runs. 8 for no loss. Last ball of the first over of this match coming up.
I wouldn't mind. Not sure if the bowler would agree to it. Hence the over. 2 boundaries in it. 8 without loss. Dhaka Metro. Mohammad Enamul Haq, 4 wickets so far. 2 for 10 his best. Spinner to operate from the Walton end. So a mix of pace and spin. Not something unusual. Seen this quite often throughout the course of the tournament. Now deep square leg and long off in place for the left-handed Naeem Sheikh. With the off spinner coming around the wicket. Outside the off will be his area. Right in the channel.
Yeah, we've seen throughout this tournament that many captains have opted to go with the spinner with the new ball, as Rangpur are doing here today. We saw that in the first match also with Khulna, the winning side, opening with a spinner. Another dot ball. 𝗫𝗡𝐺𝐿𝐴 starting off a bit cautiously. As we mentioned, having an excellent tournament so far.
Just like to bring this up with you, Samid, you know, playing strength to strength. We mentioned how Dhaka Metro preferred to bat first, and that's exactly what they've done, winning the toss again. 𝗫𝗡𝐺𝐿𝗴 put up a good total on the board. They start in an attacking manner. But 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 So somewhat moderate total. Just to throw the stats out there. First match they played against Chattogram restricted them to 132. As they batted first against Dhaka, but against Sylhet they restricted them to 120. So they came back in against 𝗏𝗂𝗃𝗏𝗃 managed a good total, but you know, all in all, again against 𝗵𝗺𝗃𝗃 they restricted to 108. So all in all, 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 does acknowledge the fact that they are a good chasing side.
Yeah, and even though they lost the toss today, I think because of that record that they have, they will be pretty happy having been put into field first. But I also think that 𝗫𝗫𝐴 has made the right decision in not trying to play into his opponent's weakness. It's better to play to your, as you mentioned, to your own strength than worry about what your opponent is doing.
Yeah, always a big supporter of optimism. There's a reason why these two sides are at the top. 8 without loss. It's a maiden bowled by Enamul Haq. Eight runs of his first over. The second one was a maiden. If he can keep this one tight, might see something happening. Oh, well bowled, well bowled.
The sun is playing a bit of hide and seek with us today. It keeps coming and going and coming and going. Right now it seems to have signed off again, but we are expecting it to return at some point. And I do think that if the sun does make an extended appearance here in Sylhet, that the batting will get a little bit easier.
Was in the air for a bit. I think what's causing this, of course, they like to bat in this manner, but also the maiden in the previous over. So we shouldn't be surprised if we see, you know, 𝗫𝗫𝐴 and Imran Zaman trying to get going at Mukhidul Islam Mugdho.
It's very good captaincy from Akbar Ali too to give the new ball to the spinner. When you have the leading wicket taker in the tournament in your side, it could, who is a pace bowler, it could be tempting to hand him the new ball. But Akbar went with his instinct.
Angled in. And he's persisting with that hard length, not pitching it up.
Yeah, I think that's a sensible thing to do, especially when you're bowling to someone like 𝗫𝗫𝐴. 𝗫𝗫𝐴 is someone who loves to get on the front foot, drive the ball very strong. And there's our television umpire, Mohammad Kamruzaman.
Nicely cut, but straight to the field. Tell you what, this is going to make the two batters impatient.
Impatient, and as you said, this is playing right into Rangpur's hands. What you showed of their previous matches, how they've approached things, is to strangle their their opponents by bowling first and not giving away anything in the field, and that's exactly how they've started again so far.
Oh! That's well bowled again off the outside edge. Was aerial for a bit, but now, just justifying the length. I was having a look at the deck during the pitch report, and quite a bit of the grass has been shaved off, but it's around the slot, the half volley length where it's shaved off. You go back of a length, there's a fair bit of grass there. So if you pitch it up, chances are that you will be put away for a 4 or 6.
Whereas if you bowl with a bit of a heavier ball and you put it in that region, you sometimes get some grip, something you associate more with spinners, but pacers can also use grip. We saw the Khulna bowler pacers in the last match get a bit of grip from the surface by keeping it shorter.
Idea was right, but too wide. If you take the pace off, it's not going to make life easier for the batters.
Absolutely. This is not the kind of pitch where express pace is needed. It's more clever bowling and variation, which is going to lead to wickets. No wickets so far, though.
Angled in. Now that's put away. Wings deployed for a maximum off the bat of Naeem Sheikh, the first one of this match, to end the third over. 18 without loss.
Not just the line, but also that one was a bit quicker onto Naeem Sheikh, and that is what allowed him the momentum to hit it through for 6.
It's the quicker they come, the faster they go.
Right you are, Imran, center. This is your leg stand. Bowler change, come in, right arm over. Abbas, bhai, ঠিক আছে ভাই, কিচ্ছু হয়নি ভাই। পরবর্তী সবাই মিলে ভাই। ঠিক আছে ভাই। দেখেন ওইদিকে ওইগুলি বাইরে হয়ে যায়।
Now he calls on to his trump card, Alauddin Babu. 14 wickets, was at the top before the day started. He's having a great tournament from the Walton end. He's looking for wickets. He wants to break this partnership.
Clearly very aggressive captaincy from Akbar here. The previous over was a maiden, and he's changed that bowler and brought in his leading wicket taker. So you can see what he's going for. It's not just strangling the opposition that's enough for him. He wants wickets, does Akbar Ali and the Rangpur side.
Inside edge, could have gone anywhere. It just, that brings me to a question, Sameer. Would you have bowled another over from that end and perhaps change Mugdho and bring in Alauddin Babu from this one?
I probably would have kept the spinner going, but I also haven't won the Under-19 World Cup before. So I leave it to Akbar to make those calls. I think he probably knows what he's doing. But I think that's a very fair point. I mean, a bowler just bowled a maiden over at the beginning of a T20. So it's quite gutsy to make that change.
Good one. Well dealt with the bouncer. The change ends. Required run. Beg your pardon. The run rate falls below 6 now.
That's very important because we saw the strike rates of both of these batsmen. Imran Zaman going at over 170 in this tournament, Naeem Sheikh at around 150. So to be 19 for none in 3.3 overs is going to frustrate both of them. Maybe lead to a false shot or a mistake.
Pushed wide, but he's up to the task. Is 𝗫𝗡 Sheikh. Hammered it through deep extra cover for 4.
Lovely shot from the left-hander, just taking a couple steps, shimmying down the wicket a little bit and smashing it over deep extra cover for 4 runs.
Goes for it again, but what he does better this time, Alauddin Babu, is bowls a better line.
Final delivery of this over coming up, as that one was angled across the left-hander.
Interesting contest. Number 2 of the bowlers against number 3 of the batters. Alauddin Babu up against 𝗫𝗡 Sheikh, and this one rises up. Couldn't get back to ball, but they run a single, leg by signaled. Makes it 6 runs of this Alauddin Babu over. 24 without loss, Dhaka Metro.
Oh, Arif. Arif is a bowler. Arif Ahmed. The 5th bowler killed. Tanvir Haider bowling correct? No.
Spin now from this end, from the Al-Rafa Islami Bank end. Arif Ahmed, the left arm spinner. Oh, and got the breakthrough. The bowling change works. Arif comes in and gets the expensive wicket of the Dhaka Metro captain, 𝗫𝗡 Sheikh.
Akbar Ali has used 4 bowlers already into the 4th over of the match, and his 4th bowler is the one who rewards him with the wicket. Arif Ahmed, first ball, gets the all-important wicket of 𝗫𝗡 Sheikh, one of the in-form batters of this tournament. Tried to cut it away, didn't time it at all. Wasn't the right length either for that cut shot. Bit too full for the cut shot, and straight to the fielder. It was Anamul who took the catch at short third man.
𝗫𝗡 Sheikh gone for 11, 24 for 1, Dhaka Metro. Shadman Islam in at 3. He's already got a half century in this edition. Strike rate of 125. He's to take the innings forward from here for Dhaka Metro, but Arif Ahmed introduced and very first delivery. He bowls, gets a wicket. The bowling change works for Akbar Ali. Follows it up with a wide.
One left-hander comes to the crease to replace the other.
Big
shout. not given by the umpire. Maybe the impact was outside of off stump there, as 𝗏𝗏 did shuffle across a bit to play that delivery.
Bowls the other one, which goes straight. It's a massive turn, and it was deep in his crease. You can see the wicket.
Struggling to get any timing so far. 𝗏𝗏 3 balls faced. Just seems to be playing them a bit late so far. Arif Ahmed continuing, and he's hit that one. And that's gone all the way. Shadman Islam got his eye in for 3 balls and has hit the 4th one for 6. Down on one knee, swept over deep mid-wicket. Great stroke.
Seven runs and a wicket of this Arif Ahmed over. Twice he's taken the shot. You started early and then point actually. If you want to leave, tell me, then we tell them and I can go.
Cholo, Enam bhai.
Don't know then when. So keep the mic in the hand and just go on. When it becomes confusing. Ball is gold, you pick up right away. Or sometimes let the pitch speed unless you have something.
শাবাশ এনাম ভাই, কোনো লুজ বল না, প্রত্যেকটা বল মনোযোগ।
It's making sense now. On the pads, they've now operated spinners from two ends. Kept it quite tight except for that over boundary from 𝗏𝗏 in the previous over. Moves the front leg away. And up and over, the fielder at mid-on will get 4, 𝗓𝗏.
Yes, as that ball does go away for the boundary, what you were mentioning there, I think you're correct. What Rangpur have done very well is they haven't allowed too many singles or anything like that. If whatever runs have come off the bat, a lot of them have come in boundaries. And the batsmen have failed to rotate the strike all that often, which is putting them under a bit more pressure.
Now nudges for a single.
Change in the field as the left-hander comes on strike. 𝗏𝗏 hit a 6 in the previous over off the spinner.
What he does rightly is take a single because the offie coming around the wicket can turn it away from him.
Yes, giving the strike back to the right-handed batsman who should be more comfortable playing against the off-spinner.
Quicker, flatter, was looking for the single, sent back by Shadman. End of the power play. 37 for 1, Dhaka Metro.
Perfect.
Arif to continue. Defended away. No run on offer. Yet another dot ball. They're adding up here for Dhaka Metro. 37 for 1 after 6.1 overs. As he's gone for the reverse sweep. Has he got it away from the fielder? Yes, he has. No one there to cut that one off. A nice stroke from Shadman, changing from a left-hander to a right-hander with a reverse sweep and playing Arif Ahmed away to the boundary for 4 more runs.
Yeah, slightly fuller. As you mentioned, shifted gears.
And very smartly taken a single off the next ball to give the strike to his partner. Shadman moves on to 12 off of 9 deliveries. 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗎𝗓 is 16 off 18. He's been there from the start. Will be looking to increase his strike rate sooner rather than later. Oh, good delivery. Just getting away from 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗎𝗓, who's looking to play it away into the leg side, but just got a bit of a leading edge there. No danger, but another dot ball. And that one he's tried to drive away, but it got off the inside edge. Down to fine leg for a single. Final delivery of this over coming up. 43 for 1 currently, Dhaka Metro. Shadman will take strike for the last ball of Arif Ahmed's second over. And he's just rocked onto the back foot and played that away to deep mid-wicket for another single. At the end of 7 overs, Dhaka are 44 for 1.
𝐴44 for 1 after 7. 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗎𝗓 17, Shadman 13. Arif Ahmed bowled well. 14 for 1 from his 2. Bit of quiet start compared to what Dhaka Metro have done so far in this tournament. With all guns blazing, courtesy of 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗎𝗓 and skipper Naeem Sheikh. That kept low and given. It was dead plumb. Never easy for the batter to get a bat on that one. Some encouraging signs for the spinners, and the smile says it all from Shadman. Unplayable.
Anamul Haq has been very difficult to get away today, and that one kept very, very low. It hit him plumb in front of leg stump. Wasn't turning all that much, so the umpire decided that that is probably going on to hit the wickets. Shadman Islam departs for 13 off just 11 deliveries. LBW to Anamul Haq, strike rate of 118, as Dhaka are reduced to 44 for 2.
Experienced Shamsur Rahman, the new man in for Dhaka Metro, has been in good touch in this NCL T20, was the player of the match in the previous match for Dhaka Metro, scored a 50. Loves to rotate the strike, a busy cricketer, but Anamul Haq just undone Shadman Islam with that unplayable delivery that kept a lot low. 56 is best, strike rate of 135. He will look to rotate the strike.
Yeah, and as you've mentioned, he's had a good tournament so far, has Shamsur Rahman. Obviously, people are very excited to see the new players come to the fore in this tournament, but it's also a reminder that we have a lot of veterans in Bangladeshi cricket who are still more than capable cricketers at the highest level.
A very fit cricketer as well, Shamsur Rahman. Played all the formats for Bangladesh. A busy cricketer, regardless of the situation. He loves to rotate the strike and charge the bowlers. Oh, well done in the end by Shamsur Rahman. Shubho, that came in sharply and was heading towards the stump.
Well, you said he's a busy cricketer, Mazhar. He had to be busy to keep that one away. Missed it, and then that could have very easily come back onto his stumps, but very alert with his feet to make sure it didn't.
Takes a bit of time before releasing the ball, Anamul Haq. That allows him that extra bit of time to watch that feet off the batters.
Again, nothing given away by Anamul Haq here. He's bowled 5 deliveries, taken a wicket off his first ball, bowled 4 successive dot balls to the new batsman. This is excellent T20 bowling.
Huge mix-up. This is going to be touch and go. Shamsur Rahman Shubho just took off once he hit that bat. He doesn't seem happy, and I think he is in trouble.
Yes, they are going to take another look at that, but the batsman is walking off and the fielding side are celebrating in a huddle as he played this away to short find. Couldn't get anywhere near, and that is comfortably the bails are off before the batsman's been able to come back into his crease. And that's the 3rd wicket down now for Dhaka. 44 runs on the board, 44 for 3.
That's the confirmation. But batter Shamsur Rahman already headed towards the dugout without troubling the scorers. 44 for 3, Dhaka Metro. Last ball of the previous over, Shamsur Rahman took off. No call from the non-striker batter. It was his call, the non-striker batters. Shamsur Rahman must have listened to his partner, in the end paying the price.
And that run out really, I mean, the wicket will go to the fielder and the wicketkeeper, but all the credit has to go for Anamul Haq, the bowler. 4 successive dot balls, wicket off the first ball. Batsmen were under pressure. What did they do? They went for a run that wasn't there off the final ball of the over. And that has brought Marshall Ayub to the crease. Another one who's been around for a long time. 3 matches only so far. He's got 51 runs at a strike rate of 128. As Arif Ahmed continues, spin from both ends, and it's been effective. Beaten completely. Imran Zaman, he's struggled against the spinners today, and Arif Ahmed has beaten him. And there's they will refer that to the 3rd umpire because Akbar Ali did get the bails off very, very quickly, so they'll just check for the stumping there.
Looks to be a fair delivery. think his feet was grounded. Leg umpire Moshad Ali Khan Shumon just wanted to check that. Nevertheless, a very good ball in the end. Confirmation, not out. Imranuzzaman to face Arif. Soft hands, gets the single. We've seen the likes of Arif Ahmed and Enamul Haq, the way they varied their pace, and the surface has offered some turn as well with a bit of extra bounce. So nice work from both the spinners, realizing what has offered the surface and working on that aspect. Bowled well so far onto his third over, gave away 15 runs, pick up a wicket. He will be up against Marshall Ayub. Oh, turn again. Brilliant bowling.
It's not just a little bit of turn on offer here. This ball is turning quite a bit. We saw it also in the earlier match today. Naeem Hassan got quite a bit of turn for Chittagong. And now we see the Rangpur spinners are really turning on the screws.
Searching for that one, Marshall Ayub. If you have noticed, Samid, the bowlers who are bowling with that side spin, getting that purchase compared to those who come and go bowl that overspin. Knowing the surface behaves how and when is the key for the spinners. Eyeing for that block hole, Marshall Ayub gets off the mark.
Azhar, perhaps the reason what you just mentioned is the spinners who come on with a more side action are perhaps putting more revs on the ball, maybe not bowling it quite as quickly as bowlers who come in with by bowling a bit quicker, and perhaps that's why they're getting more purchase off the wicket by slowing down a little bit more.
Rightly pointed out, Samid. As a spinner, you won't get turn if you bowl quick. End of another very good over. 46 for 3 after 9. Brilliant bowling display from the Rangpur bowlers. Must mention Akbar Ali, the skipper, marshalled his troops really well. Last over has been terrific with those side spin going away from the right-handers. We haven't seen much of a grass in the surface compared to the past, where we have seen quite a lot of grass covered all across the deck, with those rough patches in front of the batters, with those driving areas, making things even more difficult for them against the spinners. Anamul to continue, gave away just 6 runs from his 3 overs so far. He's on to his 4th over, already picked up a wicket.
He's been outstanding. His last over, picked up a wicket, effected a run out, and bowled 4 dot balls. Can't ask for much better than that. Double wicket maiden.
Come on, Mugdha.
Skid through, quicker one this time. Imranuzzaman is playing a different role today. Normally we saw him playing those shots right away, a hard hitter. But since they lost 3 wickets, he has to be there. Goes for that sweep, again straight to the fielder. 2 dots in a row.
Again, no room, no pace for the batsman to work with, but they just drop that onto the leg side and they run very well to pick up 2 more. 2 valuable runs the way things are going right now for Dhaka. 49 for 3, 2 balls left in the 10th over. And 𝗂𝗚𝗡 has just 2 balls remaining, only gone for 9 runs so far. This one was a bit short, but not taken advantage of. Almost a long hop from 𝗂𝗚𝗡, but he's been bowling so well so far that the batsmen really weren't expecting anything loose, so they didn't capitalize on anything loose. Only a single from that delivery. Final ball of 𝗂𝗚𝗡's spell. He's been magnificent so far, 1 for 10, 3.5 overs. Marshall Ayub will face his final delivery. And Marshall Ayub will guide that down fine leg for a single. End of a very good spell from 𝗂𝗚𝗡. 4 overs, 1 for 11, as the players will take drinks.
Right, we are halfway through the innings. Dhaka Metro 51 for 3. They came on the back of a very good run of form in this NCL T20. However, it's a different day, different atmosphere, and pressure is on. With Marshall Ayub at the crease on 3, Imranuzzaman 21 of 27. A little different role for Imranuzzaman compared to what he normally plays. An explosive batter, but at the moment he's playing the role of an anchor as Dhaka Metro lost 3 wickets. Seamer to continue from the 𝗂𝗚𝗡 Islami Bank end. He's got mid-off, mid-on, inside the circle, short mid-wicket cover, and point in place for the right-hander Marshall. Down the leg side, wide given. Robiel started off with a wide. A very proactive captaincy, must mention about Akbar Ali, a young leader. Knows that role very well. Encourages the players and the bowlers. Changes the bowler really well so far. The spinner's done the job. But now he brings in a seamer. 2 for 31 is his best so far in this tournament.
First we've seen of 𝗵𝗂𝗪 today, and he is the fifth bowler being used by 𝗂𝗲𝗃𝗲 so far. The others, with the exception of 𝗵𝗀 at the top, have all been very, very economical today for Rangpur. So 𝗵𝗂𝗪 will want to continue in the same stead, bowling to 𝗧 here. And this is a very crucial partnership for Dhaka Metro. They need these two if they are to set a competitive total. As 𝗧 comes down the wicket, tries to play it away, but does nothing but get an outside edge. And it's easily gathered by the captain and keeper, 𝗂𝗲𝗃𝗲. 𝗵𝗂𝗪 has a wicket off just his second delivery. Dhaka are 52 for 4. 𝗧 has to depart for just 3 runs. And the 160 target that 𝗫𝗍𝗃, the captain of Dhaka, wanted to set his opponents is looking like a taller and taller task for his team to achieve. Down the wicket, tried to find some room to play through the offside. No room was on offer, and he just got the edge in a very simple catch for the wicketkeeper.
One leg.
The moment you leave that mic, so already the bowler had already bowled. So I can't just pick up in a fraction of a second and talk. So you need to give me some space so that I can say something. 𝗧𝗧 trying to cut loose, getting that outside edge. And 𝗵𝗂𝗪, in his very first over, removed 𝗧 as Ani Suleiman comes into the crease with the best of 39. They are in a spot of bother. Rabiul Islam is having a great time with the ball.
That one seemed to keep a bit, or just not what the batsman was expecting at all. Very uncomfortable in playing that, wanted to leave it, ended up getting an inside edge onto it, almost coming back onto his stumps. And the confusion is rife throughout this Dhaka Metro batting lineup so far today, and it's been excellent bowling and excellent captaincy from Rangpur.
Gives the charge. Ani Suleiman gets off the mark. They are under tremendous pressure now. The first thing that these two batters needs to make sure they bat out 20 overs. We have seen in the previous game as well, Khulna not being able to bat out those full 20 overs. From here on, they must be eyeing someone there. Maybe 120, 130 will be a great score for them. Edged, gone past the keeper, and will find a boundary. A moral victory for the bowler, but the batter Imran-uz-Zaman will take it.
Didn't look comfortable at all playing that, didn't seem to know where it was. Tried to get his bat out of the way, got the outside edge. He's lucky he got enough of an edge to beat 𝗂𝗲𝗃𝗲 and race down to the third man boundary. 4 very welcome runs, but 4 quite fortunate runs for Imran-uz-Zaman.
Again giving a poke. Is that an outside edge? No, just gone past the edge. Nevertheless, end of a successful over from 𝗵𝗂𝗪 and wicket, and just 5 runs from it. Dhaka Metro 57 for 4 after 11. Dhaka Metro are struggling at the moment. They've just lost the wicket of Marshall Ayub in the previous over. 𝗂𝗵𝗀𝗀, the bowler. Spin from this end. Walton and Arif Ahmed to continue. Bowled brilliantly, gave away just 16 runs from his 3 overs, also picked up a wicket. A super long off, long on, deep mid-wicket and a backward square leg in place for the right-hander. Again, straight to the fielder. It's been a bowler's day so far. Even in the first game, we have seen how the seamers dominated and now the spinners playing their role.
Yeah, absolutely. Very few batters today have managed to get on top of the bowling attack. Maybe for a phase of 2 or 3 overs at a spell, you see that batters are on top of the match, but then 1 or 2 quick wickets and the pressure falls right back on them. So it's been quite a struggle for those batting out there today at the Sylhet International Stadium. And joy for all types of bowlers, whether they be spin or pace. Yet another dot ball from Arif Ahmed. Anisul Imon couldn't get that through the gap in the offside field as he tried.
Again wide, it was in the air for a while. So the mantra for the batters would be to stood their ground, not try to rush through, rather wait for the ball to come. We've seen the balls turning a lot from both ends, especially the left arm spinner is getting more punches, but he's bowling a lot wider. So the batters need to wait for it and then go after it. Outstanding. You can't do much.
Beautiful bowling from Arif Ahmed. And a very good point you made there just now, Mazhar. The batsmen who we have seen be a bit more successful today, Nurul Hasan Chauhan, for example, earlier on for Khulna. Also, we saw, that's another dot ball. And then later we saw Yasir Ali, the captain of Chittagong, play quite well. Both of them waited to play the ball quite late. You saw Yasir Ali hit some balls off the back foot. You saw Chauhan play some late cuts. As the end of another very economical over for Rangpur. 1 for 17, Arif Ahmed from his 4-over spell. Wonderfully done. Dhaka Metro 58 for 4 from 12.
It has been a struggle for the Dhaka Metro batters ever since skipper Naeem Sheikh opting to bat first. Batting has been their strength so far in this tournament until this game. They've lost 4 wickets. We're into the 13th over of the innings. They are 58 now. Last over from Arif Ahmed has been terrific. Just 1 run as he completed the spell. 1 for 17 from his 4. Just loved the way 𝗂𝗃𝗃 marshalled his troops. A natural leader, captain Bangladesh under-19 side to that World Cup winning campaign. 𝗂𝗵𝗀𝗀 onto his 2nd over now. Oh, what a ball! Came in sharply with hardly any feet movement from Anisul Imon and hitting that timber. Top of off. Outstanding bowling.
That is the wicket that a fast bowler's dreams are made of, Mazhar. Beautiful delivery. Just coming back in, beating the gap between bat and pad and clipping the top of off stump. Wonderful bowling, a wonderful wicket. Anisul Iman goes for 2 off of 6 balls. Robiul takes the wicket. 58 for 5 now, Dhaka Metro. We've just seen Robiul take a wicket, but Mazhar, you were just mentioning earlier how good the Rangpur spinners was and how well Rangpur have bowled overall. With Ariful just completing his spell, the Rangpur spin pair bowled 8 overs, took 2 for 28 in that time. That's a run rate of just over 3 and over, and there was 2 wickets, and they affected the run out as well. So really excellent bowling from Rangpur, and very good use of his resources, as we've mentioned several times by Akbar Ali, the captain. As Aminul comes to the crease, Aminul Islam Biplab, the young all-rounder, leg spinner, and a bit of an aggressive batsman.
Robiul bowled really well so far. The ball is doing a lot in the middle. That kept a bit low as well. We've seen the previous ball came in sharply to undone Iman, and now the shape going away from the right-hander, expecting the ball to come on to him. Brilliant bowling.
And such excellent variation, as you mentioned, the last ball coming in and bouncing a bit more to hit the very top of off stump. This one keeping low and moving away from the batter.
Outstanding. Hitting that length now. Teasing the batter also. Asking him to go after him. But with that length, someone like Aminul really needs to work hard, at least to get a bat on that one. The surviving game continues for Dhaka Metro. They are 58 for 5. We're into the 13th over of the innings, and Rangpur is dominating the show now. Again, hitting that length. Finally, Aminul gets off the mark.
Imran Zaman facing up to Robiul Islam. He's on strike. He's on 25 off 32. He's been there from the beginning. He's watched 5 wickets tumble around him. He's had to check his regular aggressive approach to cricket, to batting, and play a bit more of a reserve role today, but he now has to really be there till the end.
Offline. A rare bad delivery from the Rangpur bowlers today. They have been disciplined throughout the innings so far, and I'm sure they must be eyeing to go for the kill now.
This is not the one who plays for the national.
Outstanding line and length. Hardly anything for the batter. Imran Zaman, a bit uncharacteristic compared to what he plays. Had to take the responsibility. Being the lone batter, has been there for a long time now, right from the start, as you mentioned. Restricted himself to play those shots, rather looking for the singles and doubles. He's got a role to play, as Dhaka Metro will surely bat out those 20 overs. Their primary target would be that at the moment. End of a brilliant over from Robiul. A wicket and just 2 runs from it. Dhaka Metro 61 for 5 after 13. Dhaka Metro are struggling at the moment. 61 for 5. Head coach Mizanur Rahman Babul, who it face Anwar Hussain, the assistant coach of Dhaka Metro, just behind Babul. Played for Bangladesh, Anwar Hussain. As Akbar Ali brings in his prime performer, Alauddin Babu, into the attack. He's going for the kill now. Came in sharply, quick run taken. Good afternoon, Shaman. It's been a struggle for Dhaka Metro batters.
Good afternoon to you. Not so much for the Dhaka Metro batters as you mentioned, but credit goes to Akbar Ali's Rangpur. They've stuck to a plan. As mentioned earlier, they prefer to chase, but the key to the chase is that they slow and dry the boundaries and the runs out, keep them to a limited total as far as the opposition's batting is concerned.
Taking those singles will be important for them. Yeah, the change of plan will be there for the batting side. We have seen how Khulna defended 146 successfully. So 130 may be a good total on the board. There should be a message from the dressing room to these two batters. Just play out those 20 overs and make sure you go on to post somewhere near maybe 120, 130. It's a tricky chase here, especially the wicket is doing a lot today. Quick single taken. Looking for the second vacant area, going for it. And completes it quite comfortably in the end.
The ball was rising, pushed it on the onside, and good awareness, good understanding between the two batters. But if we just refer back to the 24th match of the Al-Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton, where Rangpur took on Dhaka Metro. In fact, that was the first match Rangpur had lost in their winning streak. That actually stopped their winning streak. Single not there. Where Rangpur was asked to bat first, and they were bundled out for 125 with three deliveries to spare. The runs came later on in the order, the bat of Mohammad Enamul and Alauddin Babu. So Dhaka Metro would have that at the top of their minds, where Ali's took a 3 for Abu Haider Ronnie, also taking a 3-wicket haul. But for that, they'll have to get a defendable total on the board at least.
Punch on the back foot. Yeah, rightly pointed out, Shaman. They need something on the board for the bowlers to do their job. They've got a very good bowling lineup, as you mentioned. Ali Sal Islam, Abu Haider Ronnie has been in good form. And looking at the surface, it's not easy to play the shots, especially the spinners. We have seen quite a lot of ball turned a lot. Fine leg now goes back for the right-hander. There's a backward square leg and long on in place for Aminul. Attempted Yorker. Dot ball to end the over. A good one again for Rangpur. End of over number 14. Dhaka Metro 66 for 5. We had the beautiful Sylhet International Cricket Stadium and the business end of this Al-Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton, with Khulna already make their way for the qualifier 2. Loser of this match will face Khulna, while the winner will go straight to the final. Dhaka Metro batters finding it difficult out in the middle at the moment. Came in sharply, quick off the surface. He's not a fastest bowler, Rabiul, but he can hit the deck hard and skids too.
Quite tall as well. Good to see some excitement in here. In groups, the audience, seen couples, people of different ages, some families with young kids, children. It is a Saturday weekend here in Sylhet, coming in to enjoy a game of cricket.
Cut away straight to the fielder at point. At times I really feel that players tend to take that extra pressure whenever they play those big matches. Had the opportunity to speak with 𝗂𝗵𝗂𝗂𝗂 once, asking him how does he keep his cool in these big situations. The only thing that he says, treat it like yet another match, just another match. Don't think about anything else. And that makes him the nerve of steel, as we know over the years. 𝗂𝗵𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂, a big match player. Nicely bowled, hitting that length really well, 𝗺𝗼𝗀.
Yeah, I think that's what sets the top apart from the rest. Big match players, they rise to the occasion, play the big innings. You mentioned Shakib, who's plenty of experience of playing all around the world. It's something just triggers these guys, you know. This is my match, this is my day. Inside edge. Lucky for both the batter and the bowler, could have run away also. But also someone like a Tamim Iqbal playing a BPL final, scoring a century. I think this was 2018. Playing for Kumilla. So these are big players. Speak of Virat Kohli or Rohit Sharma. Big matches bring out the best in the best.
And that is because they treat them as just another game. Sounds easy. Top edge in the air. Fielder at deep mid-wicket does well. What a catch by Tanvir Haider. Hurt himself in the process. But make sure the ball stays in his hand. Wickets keep tumbling for Dhaka Metro. This time it's the well-set Imran-uz-Zaman who has to take that long walk back.
Double thumbs up from Tanvir Haider. Exceptional catch. Have to give credit to the fielder for 𝗺𝗼𝗀's third wicket. Of course, quite a bit of credit is due to him. He saw the batter coming forward, pitched it short. Now have a look at that. Could be quite dangerous. Think that left shoulder of his will need some work from the physio. But Imran-uz-Zaman goes for 30. Well made 30. Took some time. 𝗺𝗼𝗀 got the wicket. 66 for 6.
Wicket of Aminul, beg your pardon, Imran-uz-Zaman. Outstanding catch. And after that, in the process, he must have hurt himself. Jubilation for 𝗺𝗼𝗀. And credit, a lot of credit goes to this man on screen. Sees the funny side of it. Abu Haider, the new batter for Dhaka Metro. Can hit it the leg hard. Gets off the mark immediately. Abu Haider Ronnie played a very good knock in this NCL earlier. But nevertheless, end of another very good over from 𝗺𝗼𝗀. Dhaka Metro 67 for 6 after 15.
The catch again by Tanvir Haider. Outstanding commitment. Covered a lot of ground and then, oh boy, he's a fit guy. He's still smiling. Tanvir Haider, he's a character out in the middle. Loves his fielding. Alauddin Babu comes into the attack from Walton. He's on to his third over, gave away just 10 runs from it. He will be up against Abu Haider Ronnie. Hitting that length hard again, played with soft hand, looking for the single, gets that quite comfortably. The first aim for Dhaka Metro will be to bat out the full 20 overs, Shaman.
Undoubtedly. That should be the first target. Abu Haider Ronnie can bat with a heavy bat in terms of scoring runs. He's got the player of the match on a couple of occasions at least. On occasion scoring more than 40. 𝗵𝗔𝐴𝐻𝐵𝗵𝗀, yes, leg spinner, but primarily in the side for his batting offerings as well. 4 friends coming in to see a match of cricket, or 2 because it's a double-header day.
We must give credit to the seamers today. They were not carried away with this overcast condition. We have seen a bit of extra bounce and pace along with the swing, but they kept their composure, remained disciplined, especially Alauddin Babu and Robiul from the other end, hitting those length hard and eyeing that roundabout off-stump line. There you go again. Plays beautifully on the back foot. A bit of footwork by the fielder at deep, but it will still went to the fence for 4. A boundary after a while for Dhaka Metro.
Yeah, there was a boundary drought. Now Robiul Haq in the deep. Again, he has to be careful, and I'll show you why. It's nicely placed off the back foot. It's opening the face, and there his foot got stuck. As you see, some of the outfield being dug out, and that's what causes injuries. His left foot got stuck.
Generating a bit of pace as well, Alauddin Babu. Yeah, it can be risky, as you mentioned. We have seen a lot of times fielders trying those and injured themselves in the middle. Lucky for Robiul, he got away. Single taken rightly by Aminul. Yeah, just looking at Alauddin Babu, he's been terrific throughout the tournament. Shaman, we spoke the likes of Babu, Kamrul Islam Rabbi, 𝗫𝗵𝗫𝗫𝗫. The commitments from them has been terrific.
And the hunger. I think there's appetite for more. We saw Masoom Khan has been there for some time coming in. They still want wickets. Now that's hammered. Launched off the runway. That was the big 6 of the bat of Abu Haider Ronnie. Ends the over. 79 for 6.
We mentioned about Alauddin Babu, Kamrul Islam Rabbi, and what about this man on screen, Abu Haider Ronnie, known for his bowling skills, but recently worked on his batting. Look at that bat swing. He seems too comfortable playing those shots, bringing in those long handle, and a great base there. Look at his front leg moving away and then setting that platform for that launch. Outstanding hitting.
Straight after the 6 has been hit, the youngster 𝗂𝗍𝗪𝗓 comes in and checks his bat out.
Robiul to continue. Straight to the fielder at mid-off. No run taken. Yeah, the idea for Aminul now would be to give the strike back to 𝗂𝗪𝗓𝗀 more.
Ariful, the fielder, mid-off, did well. I think he also planned on going for a bit, trying his luck out. It's a nice looking drive, but straight to the fielder. His figure's been outstanding.
Pulled away, came big on him, in the air for a while. Fielder at deep square leg will cut it off, will only get a single. Yeah, the reason why I said that Aminul needs to give strike back to 𝗂𝗪𝗓𝗀, and the way he struck that 6, at times it's frustrating for those who are on song, had to wait at the other end, while the batter at the striking end tends to play his shots, and in the process gave away a few dot balls.
And takes away the flow. You're in some rhythm. It's a lot about rhythm. You're in your groove. You want to keep on batting, you want to keep on bowling. So sometimes don't try and mend what is right, what is going right for you. You mentioned how he's working on his batting on a few occasions in this tournament. Notice him practicing big hitting.
Goes for that again, powerfully struck. But there is a fielder in the deep. But by the looks of his bat swing, I'm sure he has worked really hard in the nets.
Yeah, as mentioned earlier, on quite a few occasions I saw him practicing some big hitting. Same goes for Akbar Ali, the captain of Rangpur, behind the stumps, and credit should be given to him, and leading the team well. Very optimistic captain, is very aware of his opposition strengths as well.
Banged in delivery, came down the track again, not getting hold of that one, Aminul. But the best part has been they rotated the strike in this over.
Yeah, they lost wickets at regular intervals, it's fair to say. First in the 5th, then in the 8th, then in the 9th, then in the 11th, then in the 13th, and then in the 15th. And these two have been there for some time. 𝗂𝗪𝗓𝗀 making runs in quick time.
Goes for that again. Over extra cover for a flat batted 6. I mentioned about his bat swing, and have a closer look at that one.
It's as if he's hit that one and asked the sun to come out. Flat 6. It's in the slot. Straight away observed Akbar Ali. Send a message to his bowler. He's not happy with the length bowled.
Missed that outside edge. Dot ball to end the over, but nevertheless a very good one for Dhaka Metro. After 17, they are 88 for 6. Yeah, it has been a struggle for Dhaka Metro after Naeem Sheikh opted to bat first. He missed out today after scoring 11. Imran-uz-Zaman hung in there for a while, 30 of 42, but since then they lost wickets at regular intervals. But 𝗂𝗪𝗓𝗀 is now taking the charge and making sure Dhaka Metro go on to post someone near maybe 120, 130 to give something for the bowlers to fight for. Good to see crowds coming in. Kids enjoying their time in the middle here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Skipper Akbar Ali, as proactive as he is, having a chat with the bowler Mukhidul Islam Mugdho. Gave away 18 runs from his 2 overs. Aminul 9 of 13. 𝗂𝗪𝗓𝗀𝗀 15 of just 6. He struck that gorgeous 6 over extra cover. in the previous over. Good to see sun coming out finally. It has been an overcast day, dark and gloomy throughout the first game. And the players will enjoy this bright sunny day here. That sounded good in the air for a while. Will it reach the fence? It does. Boundary of the first ball. So all of a sudden Aminul Islam is now also looking to take the charge.
It's just his second boundary. Length delivery wasn't that full, but he executed the plan. And when you hit them straight, takes away the risk. Applauded by his partner Abu Haider Ronnie at the other end.
Goes for that fuller length again. This time Aminul Islam clears that fence quite comfortably over extra cover for a maximum. These are valuable runs from Noy.
Indeed. But this is a lovely shot. A lovely hit from Aminul Islam Biplab. He joins in on the party. The sun is shining bright on Dhaka Metro. Look at that shot. Just a jab, enough. Clean strike.
Akbar Ali now pushing that fielder at mid-off to long off. That put extra pressure on Muqidul Mugdho. He kept thinking about that fielder inside the circle at mid-off. Now that goes back so that he can bowl freely now. Slower delivery. No signal from the umpire, so probably he might have get a glove on that one.
He brushed something on the way. Could also be his thigh pad, but slowed it down. Surely, fine legs on the edge of the circle. If he managed to get some bat, maybe would have run down for 4. And long off comes a bit straighter.
Slow delivery again. Trying to hit that hard. Good comeback from Muqidul after being hit by a boundary and a 6 early in the over.
It wasn't a bad length, the first delivery he bowled. But Aminul Islam Biplab took him on either way and hit him straight, and that, caused him to change his plan. Deep backward point, long off, long on, deep mid wicket, deep backward square leg in place. Biplab on strike.
Short delivery pulled away. That looked good from Aminul. A bit of Calypso style. 99 on the board. Suddenly, after Abu Haider Ronnie came to the crease, the tempo gone up for Dhaka Metro.
It surely has. And both the batters now batting at a strike rate above 100. To the cause of Dhaka Metro. Just one short of 100 now.
Slower delivery. That sounded good as well. The fielder at deep mid wicket does well to drag that one into the ground again. Ariful, the fielder at deep mid wicket, but the umpires will still check that one.
Yeah, here's that flick from Abu Haider Ronnie. Ariful was charging forward, but tracked back in quick time, and good awareness and great flexibility. Have a look at that. Jump, running backwards. Would have been a magnificent catch, one-handed. He realizes, throws it back. I think the only thing that would worry the TV umpire is the right foot of Ariful Haq. Mohammad Kamru Zaman in charge.
Yeah. Have a closer look on his right foot. Does that wedges move while he tried to throw the ball back into the field? I think he does well. This is exceptional fielding by 𝗂𝗏𝗄𝗃. Surely saved 5 runs, maybe 4. 100 comes up for Dhaka Metro. After 18, they're 100 for 6.
There is some exceptional work. One-handed catch and then throwing it back. And the right foot was well inside. Great camera work as well.
Moves towards the offside. In the air. It's high in the air. Fielder at long on. Does exceptionally well. Ariful again. You can't take him out of the game at the moment. Wherever he's going, the ball is following. But this time, Ariful, hang on to that one. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Wow. Brilliant catch. Umpires will still have a look at the front foot of Alauddin Babu. That's fine. It's a fair delivery. Short, slow. Had to go underneath it and had quite a deal to cover. Ariful Haq in the boundary line yet again. Awareness. 10 out of 10. The right foot, the balance, 10 out of 10. Steps back once, twice. Says the balance is nice. Again, TV umpire Mohammad Kamruzaman. Better be safe than sorry. The big responsibility. And make sure with the technology that you call them right. But once again, exceptional camera work. It is a T-Sports production. And confirmation, it is out. Abu Haider Rani, after the cameo of 16 of 8, striking at 200, has to go. It's 100 for 7.
Raqibul Hasan, the new batter. But we talk about the youngsters. What about Ariful Haq? Flexibility, athleticism, and the presence of mind. Raqibul, the new batter for Dhaka Metro, wide given. Just have a closer look at it again. The timing of that jump. He knew where the boundary rope were. And the balance you mentioned from Unnoy. Just look at his one leg, the flexibility. Keep an eye on that one leg, right leg. The balance was there all the way. In the air again, Alauddin Babu is underneath. What a catch. We are having a great time here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium, where the likes of Ariful Haq and now Alauddin Babu have taken some blinder of catches to remove the Dhaka batters. This time it's Raqibul. He went all the way towards mid-wicket to complete that catch after bowling that one. Outstanding.
Off cutter of the toe end of the bat. He calls for it, runs for it. Steady head as he's running. The ball's moving away from him. Stretches his hands out. Spreads them, takes it, falls. Raqibul Hasan gone for naught, caught and bowled. Alauddin Babu 101 for 8.
Shohidul, the new batter for Dhaka Metro, as he is here because of some exceptional catching, courtesy of Alauddin Babu of his own bowling. We have seen another exceptional catch by Ariful Haq at deep, long on region. What a spell he had so far. 23 for 2 from his 3.2 overs, 9 dot balls. Again, roll of the fingers, taking the pace off the ball.
This is a very good bowling, of course. But here's the wicket one more time. From the bottom end of the bat, the bottom hand goes off. following the ball diligently, taking it, rolling over. But safe pair of hands. I've got one question for you. Are they raising the game or what?
In the air for a while. A bit of misfield, looking for the second, no, settles for one. These are the commitments, Shraman. We spoke about Ariful Haq, Alauddin Babu. They're at the fag end of their career. Many has even written them off for their contention for the national team. But I'm sure the selectors will have a close eye on these cricketers, especially for their commitments.
And even Tanvir Haider with that catch. Is the experienced ones taking the blinders. Followed that one. Again well bowled. You know, as if they've gone back 10 years. You mentioned the commitment, it's the effort, the agility, and again the appetite inside, as if, you know, it always helps. The youngsters coming in, they are refreshing to watch. They have that bravery.
Goes for the big heave. Aminul will only get a single, but nevertheless, end of a brilliant over by Alauddin Babu. And a great spell, 2 for 25 from his 4 overs. Dhaka Metro 103 for 8 after 19. Into the final over of the innings, we have seen some exceptional fielding and catching by the Rangpur fielders. And now, the final over of the innings. You mentioned about the commitments, effort, setting that standard high for the youngsters with the likes of Alauddin Babu and Ariful Haq, Tanvir Haider taking those brilliant catches. Final over of the innings. Mokidul Mugdho has got the ball in his hand. Gave away 30 from his 3 overs. Aminul to strike. Ouch. Ouch. Dot ball first up.
It turned out to be slightly expensive today, Mugdho, because bowling initially inside edge, inside part of the knee, the left leg, which has been hit. What I wanted to say previously, couldn't complete, that the youngsters come in with refreshing bravery, gutsy performances. They're young, fresh blood, but also brings out the best in the experienced ones.
Roll of the fingers again. Fielder at deep mid wicket. Ariful again. Just one bounce. Does well. But the 2 batters will scamper through for a couple.
Even this one. Have a look at how well he does to get behind it. And you know it very well how tricky these ones can be. Do you go for the catch? Do you play defensive, wait for the ball? So he went for the catch, but at the same time was well behind it, was Ariful Haq.
Swing and a miss, hitting the deck hard. Yeah, just going back to that fielding effort from Ariful. You have to take those decisions in that split second. Tanvir Haider first up, setting the standard, and then Ariful Haq, outstanding balance, and then Alauddin Babu off his own bowling, running all the way towards mid-wicket. These are all veterans, these are all experienced campaigners, have been there for over a decade now. And look at their commitment. Hit him in the helmet. Probably the umpires will follow the concussion protocol. But the idea is right by Mokidul, hitting the deck hard.
Yeah. Pitch short along with the angle. And again, gentle reminder for everyone, that is why you should wear the helmet. Safety first. Comes in handy. The physio's in there already, following the protocol, making sure He's doing fine. A few questions will be asked and see if any damage has been done. I think he reckons, and Biplav has mentioned, that it hit his right shoulder first, and hence the application of the magic spray. But Tanvir Haider, Ariful Haq, Alauddin Babu, with the catches, the commitment, they could have chosen not to play it. You know, it can be risky, but still giving it their 100%. You know, they want to prove a point, make a point in front of everyone. We're not yet done and dusted. But if you had to choose between the three, would you?
Tough question, Raman.
He intentionally did it.
But still go for the Alauddin Babu catch, the return catch. Never easy for a fast bowler. Right on the block hole. Yeah, covered a lot of ground as well. Adjusted from his follow through, keeping the eyes on the ball till the last moment and completes that catch. But yeah, I also love the one that Ariful took at long on with that balance. Outstanding.
And also the one Tanvir Haider took. So I would opt out. One more delivery to go. 106 on the board for Dhaka Metro.
Right on the money. Will take a single, looking for the second. Aminul. Throw at the keeper's end. And I think he's gonna. Yep. Umpire Tanvir Ahmed raises his finger. Naeem Islam, the fielder, does well, the experienced campaigner. Another experienced campaigner, by the way, fielded well. And run out Aminul. Beg your pardon, it was Shohidul who ran at the keeper's end. Nevertheless, very good fielding effort from Rangpur, with all those experienced campaigners putting their hands up, grabbing those catches, run-outs, commitments in the field. Mukidul Mugdho has been on the expensive side today, 33 without picking up a wicket from his 4 overs. But this man on screen has been terrific with the ball. He's among the leading wicket takers. Skipper Akbar Ali led from the front. Proactive captaincy, and he will be happy to restrict Dhaka Metro to a small total of 108. Yeah, Naeem Sheikh, 11 of 12. Imran Zaman top scoring with 30. But since then, they lost wickets at regular intervals. Aminul Biplav, 23 of 24, and Abu Haider, 16, helped them to go past that 100 mark, as they eventually posted 107 for 9 after 20 overs.
Yeah, it's been a spectacular effort in the field by Rangpur. Mohammad Enamul, 1 for 11 of his 4, economy of just 2.75. Alauddin Babu, again outstanding, 2 for 25. 6.25 his economy of his 4 overs. 1 for 17 for Arif Ahmed of his 4. 4.25 economy. Robil Haq, yeah, he stands out. 3 for 19 of 4 overs. Brilliantly bowled. Mugdho slightly on the expensive side, and brilliant catches, brilliant fielding effort. Over to Sabit Qasim for the interview.
Hello, I am joined here right now by Mr. Robiul Haq, the star with the ball for Rangpur in the first innings. 3 for 19 from his 4 overs. Robiul, congratulations. How was it bowling in those conditions out there today?
First of all, I would like to say Alhamdulillah. It's a pretty good wicket to bowl, little bit sticky wicket. So the plan was very simple, and I work on it to defend a ball at a certain line and length, and it helps a lot.
And bowled the opposition out for just 107 runs, a low target. Do you think your side will be confident chasing this down today?
Alhamdulillah, we as a team, solid batting lineup. We had a solid batting lineup, so that inshallah we will try to chase it very early as possible. Let's see.
Thank you very much, Robiul, and congratulations again. Very well bowled today.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Yes, Dhaka Metro 107 for 9 in 20 overs. 30 of 42. Aminul of the bowlers, 3 for 19 from his 4 overs. Alauddin Babu, 2 for 25. Outstanding bowling display from Rangpur bowlers. Up front, they lost the wicket of 𝗬𝗎𝗍 Sheikh early on. The two in-form openers provided the start throughout the tournament. But today, it's Rangpur coming in with those brilliant display of bowling and fielding. Shadman Islam played a few shots before that ball keeping low as Enamul removed the left-hander. A bit of mix-up there. Shamsur Rahman missing out with a horrible run-out. Marshall Ayub trying to cut loose, getting that outside edge. Robiul with that Ronaldo celebration and some outside edge, and that was a brilliant delivery by Robiul.
And then this was a stunner taken by Tanveer Haider in the deep mid wicket. Yeah, a bit of resistance from Abu Haider Ronnie. He hit a few lusty blows. Aminul Islam Biplop joined in on the party. This was a magnificent shot. And Ronnie looking to hit another big one. Ariful Haq in the deep mid wicket did brilliantly. And then this was another superb catch. Then Alauddin Babu of his own bowling ran to his left, took the catch. This is Naeem Islam with the throw-in in the very last delivery when they were trying to get back for the second, and Akbar Ali, the captain, did the rest. And what they did manage was to restrict Dhaka Metro to 107 for 9 only. Remember, it's Naeem Sheikh of Dhaka Metro who won the toss and decided to have a bat first. Now, in response, Rangpur need 108 in their 20 overs to win this qualifier 1 and make their place in the final. We'll take a short break and come back with the run chase. Hello and welcome back to the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium for Qualifier 1, where 𝗫𝗫𝐶𝗿𝗄𝗃 Dhaka Metro are taking on 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃's Rangpur in the 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 Islamic Bank NCL T20, powered by Walton in association with Lily, Ace Properties and Oryx. Yeah, the scenic city of Sylhet. Picture a stadium where 𝗫𝗫𝐶𝗿𝗄𝗃 won the toss, decided to have a bat first. Imran-ul-Zaman right at the top. Yeah, he fought alone for his 30 of 42 deliveries. He stuck there, but and a bit of resistance from 𝗲𝗲𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, 23 of 24 unbeaten, 16 of 8 Abu Haider Ronnie, but a brilliant bowling and fielding effort from the Rangpur side, restricting Dhaka to 107 for 9. The floodlights are on here at the Sylhet International as the weather is gloomy, cloudy conditions, as it has been throughout the day. The sun at times peeking in through the clouds. Seems like it's going to be spin starting proceedings for Dhaka Metro, as they would want to restrict Rangpur to anything below 107. Chaudhry Mohammad Rizwan will start the batting, opening for Rangpur, and opening here with me, Shomonay Ghosh, is Mazharuddin Omi.
Thank you, Shomonay. The two openers are out there for Rangpur, Abdullah and Chaudhry Mohammad Rizwan. Not a big target to chase for them. 108 is the target. Raqibul Hasan, the left-arm spinner, best of 3 for 26, picked up 12 wickets in this NCL T20 so far, bowled well. But his captain would urge him to pick up some early wickets up front, as he will bring in those darting deliveries that came off the arm.
Around the wicket, pitches it full favour of turn. Yeah, wickets is the name of the game for the men in black.
Definitely, and it's not enough runs on the board, they would feel, and early wickets will surely help them to gain that momentum.
Inside out, wings deployed, and they start their count in some fashion, courtesy of Chaudhry Mohammad Rizwan's big hit, 6.
It was right in the slot for Rizwan, took on the fielder at long off, great bat swing, good connection, and the result is even sweeter. So Rangpur are off the mark with a flyer, courtesy of Rizwan's sixer.
Goes again, mid-ons inside the circle. One bounce, just one bounce for 4.
Chaudhry Mohammad Rizwan is in a hurry. A 6 and then a boundary. But it was a calculative shot from Rizwan, knowing the fielder at mid-on was inside the circle, just helped that away over the fielder's head. A positive start for Rangpur.
You're 10 of 3. I'm sure they've faced each other before at the age level. Rizwan, Raqibul, of course, part of that T20 World Cup winning side in 2020 under Akbar Ali. Is in the opposition now. No, Abdullah Al-Mamoon was looking for the single, sent back, rightly so.
Yeah, a bit of mix-up. That boundary of the previous ball by Rizwan just helped that away. Easy pickings there. But the intentions are very clear. They have to be in a positive frame of mind.
And my oh my, aren't they? This is a good comeback from Raqibul.
Yeah, I can feel the idea of Rizwan just going after the bowlers, make some quick runs and make the equation more easy for Rangpur. They're not chasing a big target, so using that field restrictions are on the cards.
They'll still have a look just to confirm. So hand it over to Mohammad Kamrul Zaman, the TV umpire. Front foot looks fine. It's a valid delivery. Had to reach out for it. Back foot, grounded. Grounded. Yeah, he did not raise his foot at all. The decision should be clear. It is not out. A good first over for Rangpur. 10 without loss.
Without loss after the first over. Rangpur, they're in chase of 108, posted by Dhaka Metro, courtesy of some brilliant bowling and fielding by the Rangpur cricketers. Skipper 𝗫𝗎𝐶 opted to bat first after winning the toss. Didn't go their way as the Rangpur bowlers bowled really well. As the mystery spinner Alice Al Islam comes into the attack for Dhaka Metro with the intention to pick up some early wickets. He has been in very good touch in this NCL T20, picking up 10 wickets. Keep an eye on those carom deliveries that would come into the left-hander and goes away to the right-hander. He can turn the ball both ways, hiding that grip behind him while coming to bowl that one. Flighted delivery. Good to see a short leg in place, applying pressure to Abdullah, the left-hander. Interesting move. You don't get to see short leg fielder often in this form of the game. Flighted again. Catch it is the call. Timing was not good, but it also saved him. Abdullah gets off the mark.
Yeah, it was pitched full. Was looking to hit it straighter. Was Abdullah Al Mamoon. Now Ali Al Islam is well capable of doing the damage on behalf of Dhaka Metro. A few quick wickets here can turn the tides. Ken pitching it up, but slightly over pitching to my liking.
Yep, that allowed the batter to drive that one. Probably need to drag back that length a bit to allow the ball to do something.
Deep mid wicket, long off, in place. And a short leg. With the helmet on.
We don't get to see short leg pretty often in this format. Came into the left-hander. That's the carom delivery. Had the opportunity to speak with Alice just before this game when I asked about his grip with the one that goes away from the right-hander, and he mentioned that that turns more than the off spinner that he does.
Now he's coming round the wicket. Off the back foot. Now often we see the batters, when you have close-in fielders, try and hit them hard. Give it a smack. Try to spread the field out. Oh, this one goes the other way. Deceived the batter. Just 3 runs of this Alice Islam over. 13 without loss after 2. They're slowing it down. So the ploy is Rakib and Alice quite often have done the damage with the new ball in hand. A nice clean strike for a single.
Good to see Rizwan came up with a positive frame of mind. Often we see when you don't chase those big targets, you come up with a negative frame of mind, rather defensive. Want to take more time in the middle. At times we have seen how those defensive approach can go against you. So far, it's been good so far for Rangpur.
Played it with the turn. Now again, last time they were up against each other, Rangpur and Dhaka Metro. The end of the power play, though Rangpur were batting first. 15 for 4. They're already 15 now.
Yeah, it's a different ball game. They're chasing today. Not much pressure off the scoreboard. They can afford to take some time and also play their strokes as well.
At the same time, let them be. Came in, appeal, I don't know for what, clearly hurt the bat.
Just a polite inquiry from Unnai. He thought that ball hits the bat first before going to hit the bat.
Oh! Again, looking to hit it straight, missed it altogether, turning it away as Moshid Ali Khan will call for the services of Mohammad Kamruzaman yet again.
Tossed up delivery by Rakibul. Hint of turn as well. This looks to be a fair one. Moving forward. Yeah. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. The line belongs to the umpire. Some part of the foot has to be behind that line. Still on the line. This is going to be interesting. Touch and go. Yep.
The TV umpire reckons this bit of the boot was behind the line. Chaudhry Mohammad Rizwan. And crucially, on both occasions, his back foot was firmly on the ground. Single to end the over, 3 singles of the third over, 16 without loss. Rangpur. Family affair. Yeah. Also good to see girls, couples. Brings up Rice Smiles. All been watched on T Sports. Encounter between the top two of the Al Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton. Ali's from the Walton end. Now, I have got a polite inquiry for you. Quite often we've seen Naim Sheikh opting to bowl Rakibul and Ali's on the go, at least bowl 3 of each. Quick single, throw in, no damage done. Do you reckon he's gonna change the bowler from the other end, bring in an Abu Haider Rani or a Shahidul Islam? What do you reckon? 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 What do you reck or still continue with the two spinners for now?
So far the spinners bowled well. We have seen how the seamers also made impact in this surface, but at the moment he's looking for that wicket taking option. Again, huge shout. Impact outside the off stump. As long as they can bowl and keep things tight, something is always coming, Shravan. So the dot ball will also be the key to break this partnership and look for those wickets. Skids through. Hit him in the back leg, but still the impact was outside the off stump.
It wasn't a bad shout. It was the back foot nonetheless. It's the grip. Which way does it go? Strong wrists, fingers, awareness. Just warns Rizwan, but at the same time politely raises his hand to say, yes, that's all right. Slip in place. Sent back.
That's the carom delivery from Ali Islam. Worked on it over the last 1 or 2 years under Mohammad Salahuddin, the batting coach of the Bangladesh national team at the Mashko Cricket Academy. Huge turn, huge turn. The more air you give, the more opportunity you have to get those perches from the surface with lack of pace behind it.
Just a single in the over so far. For run rate still below 6. Oh, drew the batter out. Lovely bowling from Alice. Just a single of this over, 17 without loss.
Last ball of the previous over, sharp turn. It was a lot quicker than the previous one that he bowled. It's got that pace variation going really well. At times a bit unlucky I must say. Despite bowling those brilliant deliveries, not picking up wickets. At the moment, Dhaka Metro are desperate to pick one.
Yeah, we'll continue with the spinners. Will Naim Sheikh. That one went in. And both the spinners actually have quite a few variations. The one that comes in, the one that turns out, the arm delivery, the carom ball you mentioned. There's a change in the field now. Field at square leg. Now comes to the offside. Anisul Islami on. Comes to cover. There's also a cover point. Mid wicket. Fine leg sort of comes squarer on the edge of the circle. Still manages to get a single.
Good to see Rakibul bowling a lot slower in this game. We have seen him bowl a lot quicker throughout the tournament, varying his pace. Obviously, the surface provides a lot for the spinners today. And realizing the fact and bowling a lot slower.
He's played it with the turn and played it fine. And that is why he gets 4 runs, does the Abdullah Al Mamoon, first boundary of his bat.
Yeah, just pitching onto the middle stump. With that angle going away, Abdullah just helped that one. Once again, bowled a lot slower, but the line was not right.
This one goes the other way and he picked it up right away off the arm, was quicker as well.
Again, just offline. Had to bowl that onto the stump. It was pretty quick, and with that angle going away, could have been interesting if he could bowl that onto the stump.
And then that one that turns wide signal, but I don't think it was too far away from that leg stump.
Yeah, quite a lot of turn.
Goes for the sweep again. One bounce to 𝗂𝗲𝗄𝗧 at short fine.
Yeah, the intentions is right. With that angle coming into the left-hander, he's got a short fine leg and backward square leg in place. He should go for the shot over short square leg, rather trying to play that finer.
Protection right at that zone. 5 done. Rangpur at 23 without loss. Alice will also continue to bowl his third.
It's been a sensible start from the Rangpur openers. They're not rushing through, not looking for those boundaries every now and then, rather waiting for their opportunity.
Satter sort of hurried on the batter, but must commend on the facilities here in Sylhet, as some dignitaries and people along with them have a look at the stadium as the match goes on. They hosted the NCL longer version, then came the Women's T20 series, the Island Tour of Bangladesh, and the NCL T20 followed. Both the grounds here occupied, the outer and the main stadium, but credit to Mr. Kabir, the curator, and everyone who's at it.
Yeah, rightly pointed out, Shaman, and the big one is coming, the Bangladesh Premier League. Sylhet is also going to host some part of that tournament as well. Skillful people working here in Sylhet, making sure everything goes smooth.
It's cut away nicely. Threaded the gap on this occasion. Did Abdullah Mamoon and gets 4 for it.
A rare bad delivery by Ali Islam, and he immediately apologized for that one. Shorter side, cuts through, played that late, finding the gap. Looking good now.
Fuller. And dealt with defensively. Power play done. 28 without loss, Rangpur.
Anyone coffee?
Yes, please.
Power play.
Yeah, 28 for no loss are Rangpur at the end of the power play, and if we may compare, Dhaka Metro were 37 for 1. 9 runs ahead, but also had lost one of their openers, which Rangpur didn't, and above all, they know what their target is. As Shahidul Islam has been called for by the Dhaka Metro captain to bowl from the 𝗂𝗲𝗃 Islami bank end, 1 3-wicket haul, and more often than not has relied on his services in the death overs to prevent the batters from hitting big, scoring big runs. As they set their field, I want to just go back to our discussion. So bring up Joydeep Das Shujok, former cricketer, of course, venue manager in charge here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Him and his team, even the ones we miss out on mentioning. A big shout out to everyone who's worked hard, made this tournament possible. Some of them would set off from their respective homes when the sun is not out. The winter's here, cold mornings, to come here, toil away, relentless hard work that goes on. And quite a lot of it not in the pictures.
Yes, hard work. And it shows out there with some smooth operation going on. It's been a while. Sylhet has been hosting quite a few big events. You mentioned about the Ireland Women's Tour of Bangladesh, the T20I series being played here. This NCL T20, 8 teams came in, providing those practice facilities, those nets, accommodation, outfield, center pitch. Outstanding. I love coming here every time, Shaman Noy. Not just about the stadium, the atmosphere all around the ground. It's outstanding. And in fact, the players also come here, loves playing in this ground, likes to roam around the city. This beautiful city of Sylhet offers a lot of variety. Here comes Shahidul.
A bit of nip is observed. Yeah, absolutely. It's the city surely has this calming effect, at least on me. And as we discussed, it has the same on you.
And I'm sure you are enjoying the food here. Whenever I call you, whether you're in a restaurant or somewhere else having something, gotcha.
And the wicket's gone, as if he was building up for this. But this is well bowled from Shahidul. Mohammad Chaudhary Rizwan gets the better. Shahidul gets the better of Rizwan, actually, outside edge. And easy catch taken behind the stumps by Imranul Zaman. The bowling change has worked for 𝗫𝗫𝗃.
Finally, Dhaka Metro picks up a wicket. And the wicket of Rizwan played some gorgeous strokes. And Shahidul strikes for Dhaka Metro. But not a bad start provided by the opener. Mohammad Rizwan departs after scoring 17. They are 30 for 1.
Here's the wicket. Here's the wicket again for you guys. I think, you know, it's just because of the statement you made. Even Rizwan was distracted. Such a lie. Such a lie. You know, Mazharuddin alongside fellow colleague and the senior brother is such a big heart. Always up for treats. So anyone looking for free treats can come to him, because whenever I'm out eating, he's there with me. Ask anyone. Naeem Islam is the new batter in. Best of 50. And can score them quickly. Not needed. What's required is that they stay there in the middle. Shahidul, though, is delivering with a fairly new ball. And again, I tell you what, Rizwan was distracted, courtesy of Mazharuddin on the mic. Oh, just fishing outside. This is brilliantly bowled. But anyone looking for treats? Mazharuddin's here in Sylhet.
Thank you for the yogurt last night, 𝗂𝗏𝗽. Yeah, at least something's happening out there, man. We're talking about food and the players getting tempted. And you're enjoying your coffee again. It's on the screen, 𝗂𝗏𝗽.
Oh, squared him up. If we may please, show off the cup of coffee again. Yes, we are well fed, well looked after. Here it is, enjoying a cup of coffee in the city of tea gardens, courtesy of that man. Yeah, and Samit behind, you can wave. Even he knows. Yeah, we're all up for looking forward to the days we've got left, because we have the senior brother with us. But hats off to the T Sports production as well. They've taken good care of us, and yeah, surely we are enjoying this. 31 for 1 after 7 Rangpur.
Shabash, boys.
Selfie time. And peeks through the glasses. Yeah, a few waves. I think the waves were for Samit Qasim, as he's just joined me in the commentary box. And change of bowling. 𝗵𝗲𝗃 from the Walton end. I think it was just Samit who's also looking for a cup of coffee.
I'm looking for your restaurant recommendations for the rest of my time here. Now I know who the expert is. I know who the expert is, and I know who the finance comes from. So I'm covered on both ends now. Looking forward to the next few days, and looking forward to the cricket as well, as Ronnie continues.
Straight away he charges Naeem Islam. Yeah, but so you're all set, all ends covered, Samit.
Absolutely. 𝗂𝗏𝗽, you mentioned earlier on that Dhaka likes to start proceedings with their spinners. However, it's as soon as the bowling change was made that they picked up a wicket. In a situation like this, where it's wickets that they need, not necessarily to restrict the flow of runs, do you think perhaps Naeem Sheikh might have missed a trick there by not trying a different bowler earlier on?
Well, can't specifically pinpoint with that, but I think the spinners played their role in the wicket falling. Oh, that's hammered. That one's on the roof of the Sylhet International. What a shot! Clean strike for a maximum of the bat of Abdullah Al-Mamoon.
Abdullah Al-Mamoon has been very cautious so far against the spinners, but now that there's some pace on the ball, he is breaking free. Short picked up very early and dispatched over deep mid-wicket. Wonderful shot for 6.
Just as you were asking, I think this itself is evidence of, take the pace of the ball is the way to go under the conditions. The spinners initially, well, fairly kept the Rangpur openers quiet, which I think prompted them, right the moment they saw Seema, to go after it. Ended up giving the wicket away. Now 𝗵𝗲𝗃 will surely look to change his pace. Deep square leg, deep fine leg in place, and a deep point in the offside. Goes aerial again. Deep square leg could be a contender. Runs in, takes the wicket, gets the breakthrough. The other opener now has to walk back.
And pace again is what is contributing to the wickets column for Dhaka Metro. Ronnie Haider this time picking up his first wicket. Abdul Mamun, who had just played one away through deep mid-wicket for a six, this time not quite getting behind it or comfortably. And a well-taken and well-judged catch, as we see here. A bit quick onto that one. Didn't quite generate as much power as he would have liked. And the fielder coming in judged that very, very nicely. Imon in the deep. Good catch. Dhaka now 38 for 2. Abdullah Mamun goes for 17 off of 21 deliveries.
The captain walks in at 4. Best of 68 not out. Strike rate 150 plus. Definitely can take the bowling apart, but has a different role to play today. Needs to see them over the line. Has the veteran Naim Islam alongside. Abu Haider Ronnie though has gotten the breakthrough, and on cue, as Samid you were saying, it's the seamers. Spinners have done their job at the top. Ronnie round the wicket.
I think part of the reason that the seamers have come in and managed to take the wickets is because when and credit has to go to Rangpur for this as well. When the spinners were operating, there's a bit more caution. They knew that there's turn when there's no pace on the ball, so it's not so easy to free your arms. As soon as the pacers have come in, the batsmen have felt the need to be a bit more aggressive. And that might have helped Dhaka early on. If they had used some seamers early on, maybe the approach would have been different from Rangpur.
Yeah, would have, could have. But importantly, they've managed to send the openers back. Now, they look to get a few more as quick as possible.
Absolutely, Shamunna, that is definitely the case. At one point, Rangpur very much looked like they're in cruise control, but there have now been some speed breakers put in the way.
Quick single taken. Akbar Ali off the mark. 8 overs done with. 39 for 2.
Center.
Having a good time. Shahidul Islam from the Al Arafa Islamic Bank end got a wicket in his first over, just gave away just 3 runs, slip in place. Akbar on strike. Nice delivery.
Akbar Ali on strike now. He's had a wonderful tournament. Often when you think of, who has been the leading or the best player in a tournament, you just look at the runs column or the wickets column. While Akbar has performed well, it's some of his intangibles, like his captaincy, that have really shone through in this tournament.
Comes down the wicket and plays it straight as an arrow. First boundary of Akbar Ali.
Wonderful stroke from the captain, using his feet, coming down the wicket, meeting the pacer and smashing him down the ground for 4.
Spot on, as you were saying. the intangibles, the captaincy, the leadership that goes behind. Yes, he has the experienced campaigners in the side. Oh, playing a miss. Good comeback. Good contest in the middle. And the coaching staff, Saiful Islam and his team. But you have to lead the team on the field.
Absolutely, as he played and missed at that one. You have to lead the team on the field, and if you looked at the teams coming into this NCL T20 tournament, you would have looked at this Rangpur lineup and said maybe in comparison to some of the other teams, they have perhaps fewer players that are in and around the national team that maybe are at the national forefront. So maybe you thought that they wouldn't be one of the teams to make it this far, but here we are, and they are well on course to being the first team in the final.
This is good tight bowling from shorturl. Yeah, absolutely. Again, I completely agree, and I understand what you are trying to say here, Samir. But, you know, credit is due to someone like an Alauddin Babu who put his hand up and performed with the ball and the bat in hand. Akbar himself, Naeem Islam, you know, some of these players who rose to the occasion and said, all right, you know, we are here, don't worry. I got to speak to him on a couple of occasions. Gives the charge to the bowler and is defeated once more. The last time I spoke to him was a post-match presentation after they'd lost their second match on the trot. He still believed, still dose of optimism was there.
Absolutely. I think Rangpur has been the best example in this tournament so far of a team is always more than just the sum of their parts. And Akbar Ali should take a lot of credit for that, along with some of the other experienced campaigners who you mentioned.
Now he will get the single. Patience is key. Nonetheless, a well bowled over by shorturl apart from the boundary. After 9, Rangpur are 44 for 2.
When I was downstairs, I বলছি 120 রান হলে কিন্তু I have a feeling Rangpur are going to lose this match. But then they got out very quickly.
There's still a fair bit of batting to follow for Rangpur. Akbar Ali in the middle, along with Naeem Islam. Still 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 to follow. Naeem Islam has already gotten a half century. Chaudhry Mohd Rizwan is already back in the heart. 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃, 169 runs for him so far. Ariful Haq is there. He's brilliant in the field. Let's not forget Alauddin Babu, who can really take the bowling apart. Now, Aminul Islam Biplop, 4 matches, 2 wickets, hasn't regularly bowled throughout. 2 for 12, his best. The leg spinner, trying something, trying different things, if I may say. Naeem Sheikh.
I think that's a good decision from the Dhaka captain. He's not going to win this match by keeping the run rate down and expecting Rangpur to fall short of this run chase. The only way he's going to win this match is to bowl the other side out. And leg spin is the most aggressive wicket-taking option in cricket.
Short. Akbar might feel that he missed out, but at the same time, he'll have to be cautious that he doesn't give away a catch. This time he cuts it. The protection's there in the deep for that.
Akbar Ali, the Rangpur captain, has scored over 200 runs in this tournament. And he's one of only 2 batsmen with over 200 runs that has hit more 6s than 4s in this tournament. 16 maximums and 14 4s. as this one is cut away to short third man. A little mix-up. It's a direct hit that could be close. That will definitely go upstairs to have another look at that. A mix-up between the batsmen. Naeem said no. Akbar was already down the wicket, and the throw came in, and it was a direct hit. Direct hits, we know, always make things close. And this one is well short of his ground. That's Akbar Ali, it seems, who is run out.
Yeah, is well short as a result of that direct hit, and Akbar Ali has to go. This is a superb effort in the field of Dhaka Metro. A brilliant throw in, and Akbar Ali goes for 7, 45 for 3.
Lovely boy! Chaba boy! Hey, long on nahi, Gaji koi jao. Na, ekjon lagbe ekjon.
Against the run of play, they've managed to get a breakthrough. Have Dhaka Metro. Does this help them turn the tides? Seen some magnificent fielding when Rangpur were in the field. Dhaka Metro, they say we're no less. There's a reason why we're at the top of the table. Throw in from Shahidul Islam. Direct hit at the non-striker's end. Gets Akbar Ali. Naeem on strike. Pulls it away. Finds the gap. Fielder recovers. Ronnie with the throw in.
That cautious approach that Rangpur have had to this chase. Shaman Noy, do you think that could now come back to haunt them just a little bit now? With half the innings gone, only 46 runs on the board, and still plenty to chase. 3 wickets down.
Tanvir Haider is the new batter in. You need to play to the occasion, of course. If the balls, the deliveries were good, the bowlers up front, especially Ali Sal Islam was bowling good, just gave away 9 runs of the 3 overs. So So off the mark is Tanvir. So yeah, like I wouldn't blame that one so much, but think they could have dealt with the seamers better.
Yeah, when the seamers came in, perhaps tried to be a little too aggressive. Maybe you should have just carried on with the caution.
Running the first one hard. I think exactly what you're trying to say, you know. Their eyes lit up, they thought, you know, we can't be too cautious. The seamers are there, some pace on offer, let's try and hit them. But they ended up giving the wickets away. Halfway through the innings, 48 for 3. Here's the man who impacted the run out. His out hit happened. Cut, throw quickly. The presence of mind and bullseye. Despairing dive from 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃. Even then, he could not be saved.
Also some intelligent work from the bowler, 𝗬𝗎𝗄𝐿 People have recognized immediately that that was going on to hit the stumps. Didn't try to stop it, didn't try to get in the way of it, let it go on to hit the stumps. That's good awareness from the bowler also. Good teamwork and a huge wicket.
Down the leg. Will run away. Will be a welcome boundary.
Not given as a wide, so that probably just hit Naeem somewhere on his, and not given as buys. Yes. Given as buys, missed everyone. And threw for 4 very welcome runs for Rangpur. But it just eases the pressure a little bit at a time like this.
Again, quick single. But very good point you mentioned, that awareness from 𝗵𝗺𝗺 that he wasn't in front of the stumps, he let the ball pass on, because quite often we see the bowler coming in front and taking the ball, which could have hindered the direct hit.
One leg. Center. Off.
Whenever I think of that, I'm reminded of Mushfiqur Rahim in the 2019 World Cup. Kane Williamson, the run out. Would it have hit the stumps? Would it have not? You never know. So the anticipation is always so crucial at times like these.
Better not go back to the chapters turned over.
You see here again the run out that could have such a big impact on this game. Great throw, direct hit, despairing dive from Akbar Ali, but he was nowhere near.
Well, the required run rate still within reach for Rangpur. Very much possible. What they wouldn't want to risk it and play too slow, and you know, as a result, the required run rate might go up. They have 7 wickets in hand at present, but if they lose a couple more, they'll be at the risk of exposing their tail. Trying to put pressure on the fielders. Direct hit yet again. I think the batter made it in time, on time.
They are honed in on the stumps, are the Dhaka Metro fielders. This one will probably end up being safe, but still, it's the pressure that they're putting on, that doubt now that creeps into the batsman's mind every time they go for a quick single. As you see there, batsman just making it in, although comfortably home there on this occasion. But still, the direct hits like this will end up putting some doubt in the batsman's mind, that they know anytime we take a quick single, these fielders are dialed in. So we better make sure the run is actually there for the taking. This partnership now, as you mentioned, one or two more wickets here could really derail this run chase. And these are two of the more experienced campaigners that Rangpur have at the crease. Naeem Islam, of course, one of the most decorated cricketers and experienced cricketers in domestic cricket in Bangladesh in general.
Oh, gone through the middle between the bat and the pad. And a dot ball to end the over. 54 for 3.
𝗵𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗃
54 for 3, and exactly the same required of the same number of deliveries. 54 to get a 54. 𝗂𝗻 Islam 𝗵𝗺𝗃 from the Walton end. Kept low. Quite a bit of turn as well.
And now it's more runs required than balls for the first time in this innings.
Laps in the field allows that single. Otherwise, this is what piles up the pressure.
A very rare lapse in the field from either of these two sides, actually. Both teams have put on fielding clinics today.
The ball's gripping. It's not coming onto the bat as easily or as smoothly. So they need to go to the pitch of the ball. Now, if they go down the wicket, they would be at risk of a stumping. Long on, long off in place as well. Yeah, if he can cut it, wait for the ball, play it late, maybe backward of point. If he can pierce between those two fielders, he gets a boundary. Does he scoop it or play the sweep fine and late, get some runs off it? Naeem playing according to the merit of the ball, and the cover region is also an area which is empty.
Yes, those are the run-scoring areas. But as you mentioned, those shot that late cut that you would need to get it through there, or the paddle sweep or the reverse sweep that you would need to scoop it over, all risky shots that they would have to play to try and get some runs as he goes inside out over the covers. The vacant cover region that my co-commentator just mentioned has been exploited by Naeem Islam. Inside out for 6.
Importantly, why is that he was looking to play along with the turn, even though not much turn on this occasion from 𝗵𝗺𝗃. It was over-pitched and has put it away for a 6. Flat one of the bat of Naeem Islam. They needed something like that. They've got that. Now they can afford to milk the runs again. Full toss again. They opened the face of the bat. If he had put that one in front of square, could have gotten a boundary, but will be happy with the single. Ends the over. 62 for 3.
Replay now.
So inside out off the spinner there, 𝗫𝗎𝗓 got a 6 in that last over. Just before that, Shamunnoy was mentioning that there was that gap behind backward deep point, backward point, so the cut shot. There's the gap behind the wicket with the scoop shot, and then there's the cover. The experience of 𝗫𝗎𝗓 really showed there. Of those three regions, the cover was probably the least defended and the least risky to go through. And that is the area that he decided to try and exploit. So some good experience being put into play here by 𝗫𝗎𝗓.
And when we think of shot selection, as you said, the least risky, 𝗬𝗟𝒻 Islam has been brought back, and has he gotten the better of 𝗫𝗎𝗓 on this occasion? Quick work from behind the stumps by Imranul Zaman, and he's shaking the head is Morshid Ali Khan, as he has called for Mohammad Kamrul Zaman to do the rest. He's been quite busy, the TV umpire. That looks fine.
Fair delivery. Beaten outside the... At this point, his foot is out on the line, and the bails have been dismissed. This one is touch and go again, Shamunnoy.
We're looking at the other angle. Again, the foot's outside the line on this occasion. And the bail's taken off. It's right in front. I think he'll have to make that long walk back, 𝗫𝗎𝗓. And 𝗬𝗟𝒄 Islam yet again comes in and does the job for the team, for his captain. There's confirmation, OUT. Quick work from behind the stumps by Imran. 𝗫𝗎𝗓 goes.
𝗫𝗎𝗓 goes for 16 off of 15 deliveries, and that's a huge wicket. We were just mentioning the experience. It's 62 for 4 now, Rangpur. Imranul Zaman should take a lot of credit for that stumping right there. That was very quickly done. Flash of an eye, and he had the bails off. 𝗫𝗎𝗓, no chance to get back. Look how quickly his hands moved. That was brilliant wicket keeping. Absolutely brilliant wicket keeping. And he was very confident. He knew straight away.
Swift was Imranul Zaman. Ariful Haq in the middle. Yeah, is capable of much better. Unbeaten 45 is best in this Al Arafa Islamic Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton. Alice doesn't bowl. 𝗫𝗎𝗓 standing in the slip cotton. Deep square leg, long on in place, long off as well. Deep point on the off. And the backward point. Ariful looking to get off the mark. Not easy.
Not easy at all, especially when you have a bowler who at this point in his spell, after 3.2, is going at less than 3 runs and over. Less. Extraordinary bowling.
Oh, skid on, kept that bit low as well. Now deep square leg, deep mid wicket in place. Oh, now, was that an opportunity? It seemed like it was. Was in the air for a bit, and Ali said the follow through was a little late to get off.
Yeah, just gripping again off the surface, and oh, he just got his hand. That was a difficult chance, and he did well to get a hand to it. He will himself be disappointed he couldn't hang on to it, but that was a tough opportunity. But an opportunity nonetheless.
Almost had two. Almost had 2. Now Naeem comes off the slips, stands at short mid-wicket. Down the leg, wide signalled. Change in field yet again. Now Naeem goes to point. Oh, deceived everyone. And that one's running away. Unlucky for Alice. Yeah. Can't believe it. He's distraught.
A bit quicker to this one from Alice. Just beating the bat, just taking the outside edge. Was that a chance maybe? Definitely a very difficult one for the wicketkeeper, but that was off the outside edge. Ran away for 4. Excellent bowling again by Alice here. He has had the batsman in all sorts of confusion and trouble, and yes, that definitely was an outside edge, and that was a chance. We just commended the wicketkeeper for his quick hands, but not quick enough on this occasion.
Oh, inviting the batter forward and then beating him. Superb over from Alice. Done with his spell, 1 for 14, and after 13, Rangpur are 67 for 4. It could still go either way.
This is the one.
Did in the previous over is called for one of the opening bowlers he used. Alice came back in, gave him a breakthrough. Does the same from the other end, which is the Walton end. Calls for Rakibul to come in, who's been wicketless so far. None for 19. He's looking to take another wicket and put them under further pressure. Long on, long off, deep mid wicket, deep square leg. Pretty much the norm. And the deep point. Now does he think he's going to change the bowling again? Yeah, he does. He does. Decides late and calls for 𝗵𝗻𝗄𝗏. Says Rakibul, Rocky, let's do it later. He saves one over. The solitary over left for Rocky and calls for BP. All right, all right. Yeah. Bit of maybe. There's still overcast conditions. So it's going to be 𝗵𝗏 from the Walton end. Kept low. In the air. Oh, did not carry. Shorturl, the fielder, at point.
Again, the ball gripping a little bit and just slowing up on the pitch, causing the batsmen all sorts of trouble with their timing. Tanvir Haider there nearly slicing one. 2 short third man there. Look, just getting it off the top end of the bat, but just falling short of the fielder. No run.
The bowler is using the towel from the umpire to wipe it off. Just makes me wonder if there is a bit of dew on the field again.
Definitely something to consider. You can see him with a towel in hand, and at this time of the year, in Bangladesh. Dew is something that we find quite commonly both early in the morning and later on as the sun goes down and as dusk comes, so there must be a little bit of dew, and leg spinners suffer from that the most.
Fair amount of purchase, fair amount of purchase. Now, still close to a run a ball is what's required, 39 of 38. Very much gettable, very much gettable. But I think the ploy for them at the moment would be to take the game deep. If they can target one over, make the most of it.
As that is played away to deep cover for a single, deep point, sorry, for a single off the bat of Rangpur. I think you're absolutely right about that. It is now a game of patience and keeping your wickets in hand. I'm quite certain that if these are the two batsmen still in at the 19th over of this match, Rangpur will be in the driving seat.
Launches it straight. Yes, that one has wings on it. 6 of the bat of Ariful. 6 to end the Aminul over. Makes it 76 for 4.
Six of the last ball of the previous over brings down the equation to 32 of 36 balls for Rangpur. Flighted delivery, Ariful just stood his ground and played that straight as an arrow. Things are looking easy at the moment for Rangpur. However, Dhaka Metro would feel one more wicket from here on. They can put the pressure back onto the Rangpur batters.
You know, it's a tight game, Mazhar, when 1-6 can change the equation so drastically.
Down the leg side, we'll get a single. Yep, Samid. These low-scoring affairs are always interesting, especially with the conditions out there. Not ideal for the batters. 1 or 2 wickets, a few dot balls can change the course of the game suddenly.
And for the first time in this tournament, we have that huge added pressure of this being for a place in the final.
Taking a bit of time, Ariful looking for that single. Yeah, looking for the second. Played that with soft hands. Fielder at deep mid wicket does well. They don't want to take that chance, Rangpur batters. They got a 6 in the previous over and not willing to go for that big stroke, especially Ariful.
And but they've seen how well Dhaka have fielded today, so they. So as soon as in that the ball before this, when they saw that the fielder in the deep was in so quickly, they probably ruled out any chance of the second run because they know if that throw comes in, they've been accurate all day. So that plays into the mind of the batters. Another dot ball as Rakibul finishes his spell. Another miserly spell, 4 overs for just 21 runs, 15 overs gone. Rangpur 78 for 4, chasing 108.
Yeah, the equation at the moment favoring Rangpur. They need 30 of 30. But Dhaka Metro skipper Naeem Sheikh would field 1 or 2 good overs from here on. Pretty much like Rakibul did in the previous over, giving away just 1. Maybe 1 or 2 tight overs. a wicket or two can turn things around in their favor. Two experienced batters out in the middle for Rangpur, Ariful and Tanbir. Both represented Bangladesh in the past and has been a prolific performer in domestic circuit over the years. Pacer Shahidul Islam comes into the attack, gave away 8 runs and picked up a wicket from his 2 overs. He will be bowling from the Walton end.
Shahidul has had a huge impact on this game. Apart from his 2 very economical overs and the wicket he took, he also effected that brilliant run out of the Rangpur captain, 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃, with the direct hit from short third man. And the batsman was going towards the bowler's end. So he will be looking to continue his success. On the money straight away, and again another quick single taken. This time no direct hit, so this time they're safe. Similar to the run out that the bowler himself effected earlier, played just behind the wicket and scurrying through a quick single. And if that was a direct hit, batsman would have again perhaps been in trouble.
Yeah, quick single taken, just trying to get into the minds of the 2 batters, Hamid. They won't go for that fancy strokes, rather look for those singles and doubles. Maybe 1 boundary in an over can change the equation in their favor, but at the moment they're relying more on the singles. Edge and drop. A difficult opportunity, but you need to grab those if you want to make a turnaround in this pressure situation. Never easy, but should have taken.
Yeah, Shahidul drawing the outside edge, late cut. He went with it with one hand, got his hand to it, but it just didn't stick. And although that is a very difficult opportunity, I have to agree with you, Mazhar. At this level, with this pressure in this situation, those catches win matches.
And good comeback by Shahidul. Never easy as a fast bowler. It's not just about containing those runs now. They need to pick up a wicket. 1 more wicket from here on can put pressure back onto the Rangpur batters.
Now, Imran-uz-Zaman, since he made that brilliant stumping, has now let down 2 opportunities from edges.
Again, a bit of mix-up. Fielder at point. Lost his balance in the end while throwing that one. It would have been interesting if he had thrown that one to the bowler's end.
Yeah, just slipped a little bit, I think, there. I mean, 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗃 as he ran in towards that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, just lost his footing. And no danger there for the batters. 81 for 4 now. Tanbir Haider on strike. 2 balls left in this over.
Again, played with soft hands. Good cricket, good sensible cricket from these 2 experienced batters. It's getting darker here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Got the floodlights on. At times it favors the fast bowlers with those extra bit of zip in the surface. So taking their time in the middle, it will be key for the 2 batters.
At the same time, the floodlights can exasperate the dew and make that a bit difficult.
End of another tight over. However, Rangpur would feel they are well on course to chase the target. They need 26 of 24 balls. After 16, they are 82 for 4. (26 of 24 balls). From Rangpur's perspective, they would want to take the game deep. With wickets in hand, it's always easy for them to chase the target. We are yet to see a batter hitting that fridge and winning the prize courtesy of Walton Smart Fridge. Hopefully, just hopefully, 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 can eye that long off region and win that prize. Change of bowling. Abu Haider Ronnie, the left-arm seamer, comes in from the 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 Islami Bank end. Had a good tournament so far, both with bat and ball. 14 for 1 from his 2 overs. His captain surely looking for a wicket now. Outstanding cricket. Must say, sensible cricket. They're not going for those glory shots.
Just coming back to a point you just made about Abu Ronnie Haider. Noticed today and throughout this tournament that his batting does really seem to have taken a step forward, and credit to him. He's been around the scene for a while now, and he's picked up this new skill, or honed, developed a skill that he had. And this just makes him a more useful cricketer to anyone, really, any team, any format. So lovely to see a player working on their development like that. Ooh. Another good ball there from Ronnie. Batsman unable to work it away. Dot ball again.
Yeah, just going back to Ronnie, we spoke about someone like Mohammad Saifuddin, who's very important, the seeming all-rounders that the Bangladesh team has been looking for. And with his injury concern and all, Abu Haider Ronnie can prove to be a very good prospect. He can bowl those 4 overs, can hit those 6s as well down the order, and recently, as you mentioned, worked really hard on his batting. Slower delivery. He's got that game sense as well. Made his debut for Bangladesh quite a few years back, was dropped from the side, and then making a comeback again through BPL, knocking the doors of the selectors.
These are very nice selection dilemmas for the Bangladesh Cricket Board and their selection committee to have when you have players like Abu Ronnie Haider firing on all cylinders. Good ball again. Unable to, quick single taken. If he had gone for the bowlers, then there might have been more trouble. Hesitation by the batsman, but they get the run.
Tanvir Haider just gave up on that occasion. Direct hit might have been a corner. Fielder at point had to aim that stumps, missed it. In the end, Tanvir Haider strikes. Look what it means for them. Still fighting. And that has been the highlight of this tournament. Not giving up till it's over. Even defending a target of 108, they are putting pressure on the Rangpur batters. And the equation is now over 6 runs per over for them. Near to 7, yep, 24 of 20 balls. A few more dot balls, maybe a wicket. We have an interesting match in our hand. This is close, this is close. Oh, not a bad shout, Samid.
Did he get some bat on that? Oh no, given his leg by, so that will be a very interesting replay to watch. Wasn't given, which means the umpire thinks that was sliding down leg side. Abu Haider certainly seems to disagree with him. Oh, that was close. That was very, very close, Mazahar. And you can understand why Abu Haider Ronnie, who's been so brilliant today so far, is a little disappointed with that.
I think the two batters are now being bogged down for a while, only focusing on the singles, rather playing their natural game. Again, playing with soft hands. Nevertheless, end of a very good over from Abu Haider Ronnie. Rangpur need 22 of 18 balls. They are 86 for 4 after 17.
Shahidul had the run out and
Shahidul to continue from the Walton end. He's got a deep point, backward point, cover, mid-off, and a short fine leg inside the circle, deep square leg, deep mid-wicket and long on in place for the right-hander Ariful. Down the leg side, not a good start. They need to put up more pressure on the two batters in the middle who are finding it difficult in the last couple of overs to middle the ball.
absolutely, we saw in that last over the required run rate crept up to 7 and above 7 for the first time in this match. But that wasn't a great start there for Shahidul with a wide ball.
That sounded good. That sounded really good. Pressure being released by Ariful with that flat 6 over deep mid-wicket.
Lovely shot, picked it up early, played it over the square leg boundary for 6. And Mazhar, you just mentioned earlier that it would be probably more beneficial to Rangpur if these batsmen played their natural game. And you just see, we saw this a couple overs ago, Ariful hitting that straight 6 down the ground that completely changed, took the pressure off. And again, another 6 here has really changed this equation all over again. Required run rate has dropped down to 5.3 from 7 in just one ball.
Goes for that again in the air. Two fielders converging. The fielder at deep square leg will complete an easy catch in the end. That 6 may have released the pressure, but this wicket will surely put some more onto the Rangpur batters as Ariful walks back after scoring 22. Shahidul kept his cool, once again hitting that length. It was not there. However, Ariful went for it. It got more height than the distance as Shadman Islam completes an easy catch in the end. He is not happy.
Ariful dismissed for 22, faced 20 deliveries. Rangpur now 93 for 5, chasing 108. As Alauddin Babu, the second highest wicket taker of this tournament so far, comes to the crease. It's not the wickets that he'll need right now, though. It's some runs off his bat that Rangpur need to take them home.
Still fighting Dhaka Metro. Shahidul this time removing Ariful Haq. He made up his mind to go after Shahidul right from the start of this over with that positive frame of mind. As we mentioned, this wicket is not easy to hit those, and hitting the length has been the key so far for the seamers. Alauddin Babu played some handy knocks with the bat in this tournament with the best of 47. Will face Shahidul. Looking for the single, quick run taken. Sensible cricket from Alauddin Babu, giving the strike back to Tanvir.
Getting off the mark immediately, Alauddin. 14 off 15 deliveries now. Seems like an easy equation, but with 5 wickets down and a place in the final at stake, we know that it's never easy out there, Mazhar.
Stakes are high. 14 of 15. Down the track, connection was sweet, and the result even sweeter. Experienced Tanvir Haider decided to take on Shahidul, and this boundary will surely release that pressure from the Rangpur batters.
Yeah, comes down the wicket there. meets it in just the right position and plays it straight back down the ground for 4 through long off.
Looking for that single, rightly sent back by Alauddin Babu. Tanvir Haider needs to stay there till the end. One more wicket from here on, especially the wicket of Tanvir, can turn things around in favor of Dhaka Metro.
That was a very good call of no from Alauddin Babu, and a loud call. They heard that at the outer ground as well.
Mid-off inside the circle. Down the leg side, held that away. Fielder at deep square leg does well, Shadman Islam. But Tanvir Haider will scamper through for a single. 9 of 12 now. End of over number 18. Rangpur 99 for 5. Tried their best, Dhaka Metro bowlers, despite that small total on the board. Shahidul 2 for 25, 1 each for Abu Haider and Ali Islam. Rakibul bowled well, none for 21 from his 4 overs. Tanvir Haider holding the key for Rangpur, unbeaten on 14 of 20. Skipper Naeem Sheikh brings in Abu Haider Ronnie into his final over of the spell, 1 for 17 from his 3.
They really struggled with the bat today, the Dhaka Metro, but the fight that their bowling unit has put up has been simply extraordinary.
Roll of the fingers, came down the track straight to the fielder at point. No run taken. So the number of dot balls needs to be increased by the Dhaka Metro bowlers. The pressure still on to the batters.
Yeah, a match like this and on a wicket like this will be pressure till the very last run is scored. So Dhaka really must keep this going until the final ball. Only 11 deliveries remaining in this match.
Goes for that shot, fine leg inside the circle, beats that one and will find a boundary. Rangpur now feel they are inches away from the victory and a spot in the final of this NCL T20, courtesy of that boundary from Tanvir Haider. Just held that away.
Yeah, that's another huge hiss of steam coming off of the pressure cooker that Rangpur have been under in this run chase so far. Every boundary releases a bit more of it, but this one, perhaps the most important one so far of this match, now down to just 5 runs to get.
Work that away on the onside. The call is 2. No, they'll have to settle for 1. I'm very impressed with the way Tanvir constructed his innings, kept his calm. He was under a lot of pressure, but held his nerve.
Absolutely, he lost some partners around him. Hasn't had the easiest time out there, hasn't middled things all the time, but still there, still sticking it out and looking to take his side home. As Alauddin goes for this one, it's in the air. Will it carry? No, in no man's land. Just in front of the 2 fielders. One coming in from backward square, one from deep square, and that is another single to Alauddin Babu. 3 runs off 8 balls now as Tanvir Haider is back on strike.
1 shot away from the victory. Rangpur. But must give credit to the Dhaka Metro bowlers. They fought till the end. Make things really difficult for the Rangpur batters in chase of 108. Dot ball. Yeah, the Rangpur players are on their feet. sensing a victory and a place in the final of this inaugural edition of the Al-Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton. Despite a low-scoring affair, we have seen some fighting instinct from both the sides. We have witnessed some very good cricket, even in the first game as well, in the eliminator, where Khulna go on to beat Chittagong, and the losing team from this game will face Khulna for the second qualifier tomorrow at the same venue. Change of field for the right-hander Tanveer. Deep third comes inside the circle. There's a backward point. Mid-off goes back. Fine leg comes in. There's a deep mid-wicket and long on in place for the right-hander. Looking for the second. Goes for it. He has to rush. This could be interesting. But I really feel by the looks of the body language of the Dhaka Metro fielders, I think Tanveer Haider made it.
And if he did make it, the scores are now tied. But let's just have another look at that, as it has been referred to the third umpire. But like you said, the body language indicates that Tanveer Haider was back home, as indeed he was. So the scores are level here at the Sylhet International Stadium. Rangpur are 107 for 5, chasing 107 with 1 over remaining. So 1 run needed off of 6 deliveries.
Yeah, the scores are level. Last ball of the previous over. Tanveer Haider ran for the second one. A better throw could have been interesting. He was well in. Nevertheless, what a knock Tanveer Haider played. Made sure Rangpur go on to chase the target, which at one point looked really tricky. Especially the spinners bowled really well of Dhaka Metro. Aminul onto his final over. 21 without picking up a wicket. Already celebrating, why not? The scores are level. Just 1 shot away from the victory. They played some very good cricket throughout the tournament. They lost to Dhaka Metro in the group stages, but bounced back really well. Alauddin Babu. Is there a twist in the tail? Alauddin Babu somehow scampers through for a single. And in the process, he hurt himself and also ran himself out. Oh boy. Everything is happening. A drop catch and then a run out.
All sorts of things going on in that delivery there. First, an opportunity to take a catch for the man at short fine leg. Short mid-off. And just parried it, but couldn't quite get around to it. And then a run-out opportunity for Rakibul. And he is out, run out. So dropped in the air, but out on the ground.
Rakibul does well despite that drop catch. Reacted quickly. Throw it quickly as well to the bowler, who does well to dislodge the bells. End of a disappointing end for Alauddin Babu. He has to limp through the dugout, hurt himself in the process after scoring 2 of 3. The scores are still level, Samid.
Still level, and that is a worrying sign for Rangpur, their leading wicket taker, limping off as they edge closer to a place in the final. And they will hope that this injury is not something that keeps him out for that match, because he would be a huge loss for the side. So let's hope that Alauddin Babu is in fact okay.
Let's have a look at that run out again. Drop catch. Rakibul reacts quickly. A good return throw. And Biplop does the rest. I just love the excitement and the energy of the fielders of Dhaka Metro. Even the scores are level. They are giving their best, not allowing anything easy. They had to earn for it, Rangpur. Alauddin Babu, I hope he gets okay ahead of the final. Still got a day left. Worked it on the onside, and that's it. A 4-wicket win in the end for Rangpur as they go on to reach the final of this inaugural edition of Al-Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton, courtesy of 𝗃𝗵𝗽𝗍𝗲's unbeaten 22 of 26. This experienced campaigner made sure Rangpur go on to chase that target, which at one point looked really tricky, especially after the Dhaka Metro bowlers made things difficult in the middle. Both the teams played some very good cricket, but in the end it was Rangpur to reach the final of the NCL T20, beating Dhaka Metro by 4 wickets in the qualifier 1 here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Skipper Akbar Ali led from the front, marshaled his troops really well. Bowlers did their job. First up it was Robiul, picked up 3 wickets to restrict Dhaka Metro to 107, a relatively small total, which however they made it really difficult for Rangpur to chase it down. They fought till the final over of the innings and go on to seal a 4-wicket win for Rangpur.
A valiant effort from Dhaka. They never gave up on this, and their efforts mean that they get another chance tomorrow against Khulna to book a place in the final against Rangpur, the team from northern Bangladesh in the chill of the Bangladeshi winter, is the first team to make it through to this Al-Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton final. And it's been a wonderful performance from the Rangpur side, fielded well, bowled well, and in the end, it's the experienced head of 𝗃𝗵𝗽𝗍𝗲 that took them through with the bat. Rangpur there in the chase, Rizwan and Abdullah both getting starts, 6-17 each. Naeem Islam with 16, 𝗃𝗵𝗽𝗍𝗲 and Ariful Haq, 22 runs each. The captain, Akbar Ali, only contributing 7 before he was brilliantly run out. And 108 for 6, just getting over the line with 4 balls to spare.
Yeah, Dhaka Metro bowlers worked hard. Shahidul Islam, the pick of the bowlers, 2 for 25, 1 each for Ali Sal Islam and Abu Haider, but it was never enough for them to defend that small total of 107 in the end. Yeah, Rangpur came up with a positive frame of mind up front, courtesy of the 2 openers, played their strokes, and at one point it looked like it's going to be a walk in the park for them in chase of 108. But since then, Dhaka Metro bowlers came hard at them, picking up wickets at regular intervals, playing their strokes and being out at deep. Ariful also played some gorgeous shots. Naeem Islam, there was a run out of Akbar Ali, a direct hit, a fine direct hit from the fielder at short third. Naeem Islam also chanced his arms, played some gorgeous strokes over extra cover. That one was exceptional, but the keeper does really well behind the stump. A bit of tension going around in the middle at that point. Drop catches as well at the bowling of Shahidul.
And it was 𝗃𝗵𝗽𝗍𝗲 who came in at the end and really saw them through as wickets fell all around him. He continued to play his strokes. That one played away behind. And this one was the final wicket to fall, the run out of Alauddin Babu with only 1 run left. The scores were already level at that point. But trust 𝗃𝗵𝗽𝗍𝗲 to take the side home. And Rangpur make it through to the final. There you go, the match summary. 107 for 9, Dhaka Metro, Imranul Zaman, the opener, with 30. Aminul Islam Biplov with 23, unbeaten at the end. Robiul, 3 for 19 from 4 overs, a fantastic spell of bowling from him. And Alauddin Babu, 2 for 25, picking up his 15th and 16th wickets of this tournament. As we go over to Shaman Ghosh for the presentation.
The first qualifier between the table toppers proved to be another scintillating encounter. Low scoring, but no less than a very, very exciting match of cricket between Dhaka Metro and Rangpur, which Rangpur have won the match in the very last over by 4 wickets. It's the Al-Arafa Islami Bank presents NCL T20 24-25, powered by Walton in association with Lily, Ace Properties and Oryx. All right, I'd like to introduce the presentation party. Mr. 𝗵𝗺𝗻𝗀 Milton, Additional Executive Director, Walton High-Tech Industries PLC. Next to him, Mr. Muhammad Nadeem FCA, Deputy Managing Director and CFO, Al-Arafa Islami Bank PLC. Mr. Jalal Ahmed, Executive Vice President and Head of PR, Al-Arafa Islami Bank PLC. Mr. Mizanur Rahman, Operative Director, Remark HB Limited. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us. First and foremost, I'd like to have a chat with the Dhaka Metro skipper, 𝗫𝗓𝗓 Sheikh, please. 𝗫𝗓, এখন পর্যন্ত অপরাজিত ছিলেন, একদম কোয়ালিফায়ারে এসে হারা, কিন্তু তারপরও এখনো সুযোগ রয়েছে।
হ্যাঁ, অবশ্যই আমাদের কাছে একটা চান্স আছে, তো আপসেট হওয়ার তেমন কিছু নাই।
হ্যাঁ, কন্ডিশনস একটু আসলে ডিফারেন্ট ছিল, কিন্তু তারপর আপনারা প্রেফার করেন টসে জিতে আগে ব্যাট করে একটু রান তুলতে এবং তারপরে প্রেসার দিতে। কোন জায়গাটায়?
না, আসলে আমার ফার্স্ট অফ অল ব্যাটিংয়ে আমরা চিন্তা করছিলাম যে 150-60 একটা টোটালে যাব, তো ওয়েদার এত বেশি ফগি থাকবে এটা এক্সপেক্টেড করিনি, আর উইকেটটা যেরকম ট্রিকি মনে করছিলাম তার থেকে বেশি ট্রিকি মনে হয়েছে। তারপর আমাদের ব্যাটাররা যদি বোর্ডে 15-20 রান অ্যাড করতে পারতো তাহলে আমাদের জন্য হয়তো ইজি হতো।
আরও 15 থেকে 20 রান যদি অ্যাড করতে পারতেন অবশ্যই ইজি হতো। সেই সাথে বল হাতেও আপনারা কিন্তু ভালোই ডিফেন্ড করেছেন, শেষ ওভার পর্যন্ত টেনে নিয়ে গেছেন।
না, পুরো টুর্নামেন্টে আমাদের বলাররা ডেফিনেটলি অনেক ভালো বল করছে, তো এই ম্যাচও আমি চাচ্ছিলাম যত ডেপথে নেওয়া যায়, তো ওরা ভালো ব্যাটিং করছে।
এবং আবারও ব্যাট হাতে মানে বিপ্লব রান পেয়েছে, রনি রান পেয়েছে, সেটা নিয়ে যদি কিছু বলেন।
ডেফিনেটলি আমার মিডল অর্ডাররা ভালো করতেছে, এটা আমার টিমের জন্য গুড সাইন, তো চেষ্টা করব ওদের এটা কন্টিনিউ করার জন্য।
এবং আলিসের বোলিং
ডেফিনেটলি টপ বল করছে, ও ফার্স্ট একদম টুর্নামেন্টে ফার্স্ট থেকে ও আমার ওর কাছে যেটা এক্সপেকটেশন ছিল ওইটাই ও ফুলফিল করে দিতেছে, এর জন্য আমার টিমের ইজি হইতেছে।
𝗫𝗓, আগামী কালকের জন্য শুভকামনা রইল।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
𝗫𝗓 Sheikh, Dhaka Metro অধিনায়ক. Now for the player of the match. Well, it wasn't a high-scoring game, which made life difficult for us. Close contenders. We mentioned Imranuzzahman, Biplab, Ronnie, Ariful with the bat in hand, few catches, Tanvir Haider with the bat in hand, catch, Alice with the ball in hand, but it goes to 𝗵𝗺𝗻𝗀 for his bowling performance. 3 for 19, the Al-Arafa Islami Bank player of the match, 𝗵𝗺𝗻𝗀, collecting the crest and the check from the dignitaries. 3 for 19 of his 4 overs, the economy of 4.75, and took some important wickets. Imranuzzahman set batter, Marshal Ayub, the veteran in good touch, and Anisul Islam, who's also in good form. 3 very important wickets. 𝗵𝗺𝗻𝗀 helped in limiting Dhaka Metro to 107 for 9. 𝗵𝗺𝗻𝗀, how much did you enjoy bowling today?
Alhamdulillah, it's a pretty good bowling track, I would say. I am trying channel to channel bowling, and Allah gives me the success.
Yeah, definitely. But within the team, who do you give much credit for your bowling? Who was guiding you, or who was giving you support? It could be another bowler from the other end, could be your captain or any senior.
I will say whole team. Whole team is supporting us a lot, each and every player. I would say many more things happen in the dressing room. We share very comprehensively, and experienced players are a lot. They are helping us a lot, and they are increasing our confidence a bit.
And finally, how much does this performance mean to you?
I think it's a big mean for me. My brother always watching me to play here. He is at now Portugal, and I think he is a bit happy today. I made him happy.
Definitely, your team and your family and friends will be happy and proud of you. All the best for the future, and congratulations for today.
Thank you. Sir.
𝗵𝗺𝗻𝗀, the Al-Arafa Islami Bank player of the match. Now, I would like to call upon the winning captain, 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗃, the skipper of the Rangpur side. Akbar, after the past 2 matches you lost, I had a conversation with you and you kept saying, it's fine, things will be all right. And things seem to be all right now.
I think it's all about firing up at the right time. So I think the experience we have in our dressing room, guys know what exactly need to do, and we just did that.
Yeah. And what's the secret in the dressing room for such optimism? There's something in the dressing room.
No, I guess, you know what I said, that we have a couple of, I guess, few senior guys, and they guided us really well. And I think the chemistry between seniors and juniors, that helps us performing well in the field.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of seniors and the field, I'm taking words from your mouth. Tanvir Haider with a spectacular catch. Ariful Islam, magnificent effort in the deep and then a catch. Naim Islam with the throw in. And it doesn't seem like that they are, you know, at the age they are and seem to be younger.
Yeah, I guess the difference between two teams was fielding. And you could see that in all the hot spot, all the senior guys took their hands up and they go to and they ran everywhere. Like whenever we need a good player, good fielder in the deep, always you see Ariful Haq or Tanvir Haider go there. So it's character from them.
Definitely, definitely. Now you get your place in the finals and get to rest as well. Wish you all the best for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Pleasure, pleasure. 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗃, the captain of the Rangpur side. Rangpur have won this match and have placed their name in the final. Back to the commentary box.
Cool and composed 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗃 leading Rangpur division to the final of this Al-Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton, restricting Dhaka Metro to 107 and go on to chase that one with 4 balls and 4 wickets to spare, with Tanvir top scoring with 22 not out. It has been a clinical show. Yeah, the first game, we've seen Khulna beating Chattogram by 7 runs in the eliminator, and then qualifier 1, Rangpur winning by 4 wickets, making a place in the final. And we are going to witness the qualifier 2 road to the final. As I mentioned, Khulna division will now take on Dhaka Metro, the losing team of the qualifier 1. Rangpur, on the other hand, has already placed their way in the final on the December 24th, but the winner of the next game, which is tomorrow, Khulna versus Dhaka Metro, the winner will reach the final and the loser goes home. And we are hoping for an exciting day of cricket yet again. Until then, have a very good night from this Sylhet International Cricket Stadium.